Okay, we're up, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Treasure Hunters, Season 2, Episode 2. Welcome back, those of you who have been joining us for this season so far. Tabletop Treasure Hunters, for those of you who are not aware, is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition homebrewed campaign, where we've got 4 groups of players representing 4 different guilds, all competing for one prize, but also working together at the same time. Now, before we get started into anything else, I'm going to let you all know officially, this is fan content and unsponsored. And although this is our campaign that we've put together, we are using the rule system of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and we are using the setting of Galarion, and all of that setting, the rules, some of the deities, locations, characters, etc., are owned by a company named Paizo. So Paizo, we love your stuff. Thank you so much for making it. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into some stuff. I'm going to try doing things in a little bit of a different order this week. I'm going to start before we introduce our players. I'm going to talk to you, chat, and I'm going to talk about our chat interactions that we have, because we have a bunch of them. We have ways that you guys can support your favorite guilds here. The guilds that we have today are the Foresight faction and the Syndicate of Rites, and we will introduce those players and talk a little bit more about them in a minute. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw a lot of words at you, chat. And if you guys want like a summary of any of it, we have it in the stream description, so you can check it out there to kind of see what you can do. But we have 4 heroes with us today. We've got Wizwazar, and we've got Doro from the Foresight faction, and then we've got Dorian and Arena from the Syndicate of Rites. And this is how you guys can support them, or hinder them if that's your thing. So if you guys like the stream, make sure you call out which guild you would like to support. We have kind of an extra income of gold that we give out at all of the job drafts, and that income is dependent on how many likes the guilds have earned during their streams. If you guys share the stream, you can call out one of these fine heroes to give a hero point to, or you can give me a villain point. Hero points are used for some different things. They can spend 3 or all of the remaining hero points, regardless of the guild, to do what's called a heroic recovery, which is kind of like a little bit of a cheat death. Or each guild has their own unique hero point ability. The Foresight faction can spend a hero point to automatically succeed at a recall knowledge, or they can use it to reroll a perception check for either just perceiving or initiative at a +2, taking the better result. And then we've got the Syndicate of Rites, and if they spend their hero points, they can have any enemy reroll an attack or saving throw, taking the worst result at a -2. So that is hero points. And then for villain points, there's going to be 1 encounter for every session that I can spend my villain points on. And basically, I spend the villain points to make the encounter more difficult through various aspects. So that's what we've got for those. Now, if you guys are becoming a new follower, you guys can either give me a couple of villain points right off the bat, or you can give one of these players a blessing. And blessings are basically some permanent buffs throughout the session that the players get to keep from one of the Pathfinder deities. And we have a whole bunch of them. It's basically going to just give them something to help them throughout the whole session. That's it for free interactions. So if you guys, just want to hang out and support the stream by sharing it around, or, liking it, that's what you guys can do. We've also got some paid perks if you guys would like to spend some stars. Stars are a paid Facebook currency, and I've got the list of these again in the stream description. But we have this new little meter that you guys can see on the bottom right of the screen. We're changing that up this week. We used to have some random stream elements that we put into the session, but we decided they weren't like immediately gratifying enough for you guys who were donating stars, because some of them would kind of come up later in the session, and sometimes the people that donated would already be gone. But what we have now is we have an affirmation meter that you can see down there. So if anybody would like to donate 100 stars, you can slide that meter 1 step in 1 direction. If you move it towards the star, then all of the heroes are going to get that +1 or +2 to all of their d20 rolls. If you slide it towards the skull, then all of the enemies are going to get the +1 or +2. And then if it's already maxed out at the +2 and you guys keep sliding it in that direction, it's either going to turn into more villain points or more hero points. So that's what we've got for 100 stars. For 200 stars, you guys can give the players a blessing, just like for the new follower perk. 500 stars, you give a player of your choice 5 consumables. 1,000 stars, a permanent item. And if you guys want to go crazy supportive, 2,000 stars, you can go ahead and send me a custom NPC, and I will use it in a future session. It can be an ally, it can be a villain, it can just be somebody random. But if you guys want to contribute to the story somehow, you guys can do that. That's it for stars. The final thing, if you guys want to be super awesome and help the show keep going, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/wholesomedadgamer. And I've got some perks on that. I'll let you guys check that out if you're interested. But most notably, you guys can basically give out free blessings along with some other perks as well. Huge shout out to the Side Quest Inn, Katie Young, Kim Young, and Erica Startup for being my current Patreons. Appreciate you guys very much. And that's it for you guys, chat. Check that out for the last time. It is in the stream description if you don't want to listen to my many words. So now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and introduce our players. I'm just going to go kind of round table and let everybody introduce themselves and just talk about yourself as a person. Go ahead and, you know, promote anything you want to promote if you've got your own content or anything, and then tell us about your character. And we're going to show off some character art this week since this is the first week we've got these players here. We'll start with Katie.
I'm not a person, so we'll start there. I'm Katie. I am 1/3 of the streaming group of Dice and Dames. I'm also known on the internet as Winchester, where we stream and guest around the internet and help promote indie TTRPGs. So if you need a dame in your game, let us know. I am playing Irina, who is a Dampier cleric of Norgabur. And yeah, she has one expression in her life, and that's it.
I'm so happy you said the deity's name right, because that's like the most mispronounced deity, like Nurburger, Norgerberber.
Welcome.
I always mess it up.
I practiced just for you.
Nice, thank you. All right, Tori.
Hey, I'm Tori, on the internet known as Level 1 Geek. I have a website. You can check it out if you like tabletop role-playing games. I write especially for people who are new to the hobby. It's level1geek.com. And I am playing Dura Dead Speaker of the Foresight faction. And Chase is guaranteed to get that name wrong the entire session. She is a half-orc barbarian of the spirit persuasion, and when she rages, it is because her ancestor is taking over her.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Tori. Let's go with Wade next.
I'm Wade. Don't have anything of my own right now, but I'm on a few other streams. Normally you can catch me Wednesday nights on Twitch on Brambleberry Games. We play Monster of the Week, but for the next couple of weeks, we're actually doing a special Arium with the Dice and Dames on Facebook, on their Facebook page. So tomorrow night, that'll be going, and the next Wednesday after that as well. The character I play is Dorian Nile, and he's awesome. What can I say? Fantastic in every single way possible. Basically perfect. Or at least he thinks so.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Let's go with Felicia.
All right. I'm Felicia. I just am a player on the Side Quest and podcast. I don't really do anything on my own. I've been playing for about 8 years, and I'm going to be playing Wizwazar McWalkie, and he is a gnome life oracle, which will be really fun for me because I normally don't play casters. So we'll see how it goes.
Casters are the best. Just saying. You'll have fun. Awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah, so I am Chase, known on the internet as Wholesome Dad Gamer. This is my channel, and I am going to be playing the Game Master for this campaign. And then I decided I'm going to start mentioning this because I've had some people ask me about it. If you guys ever see me like winking at the camera or anything, or, you know, doing some funky little things, I've got some facial tics that happen and kind of come and go randomly. So I'm just going to, you know, put that out there. So if I'm winking at anybody, I'm probably not on purpose. Or maybe I am and I'm being sinister and sneaky, but you'll just have to roll sense motive or something. All right, guys. So that is us. Let's go ahead and jump into the session. I'm going to give a quick recap for those who have not been following. And if you have been following, you can check out the past episodes either on my Facebook page or on my YouTube under Wholesome Dad Gamer. So where we're at so far is we have got our 4 guilds: the Contract Consortium, the Company of Honor, the Foresight faction, and the Syndicate of Rites. These are all part of the same alliance, the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance. And this is basically a competition that is going to become a new tradition every year. Has a bit of a shady past. Watch season 1 if you're curious on that. But basically, for this season, these guilds are going to be working together on jobs, but also kind of competing to obtain the most loot. The loot from every job is going to be split evenly, and then whoever's got the most donated to their alliance in the name of their guild at the end of the season is going to win a very prestigious opportunity to work with the Pathfinder Society on one of their high-profile jobs and keep all the spoils. So that's what they're competing for. Last week, we had the first session, which was the Company of Honor and Contract Consortium working together. They helped escort a shepherd who ended up being a werewolf to get his flock safely home. And they did get most of the flock safely home, but sadly, they did not get the shepherd home safely. He shifted, and they ended up having to kill him in self-defense. And this week now, we are joined by the other two guilds, the Foresight faction and the Syndicate of Rites. They are going to be providing reinforcements to a fort in Taldor, which has intel about an imminent attack coming from a couple of orc tribes in the area. There are 2 ward chiefs that have apparently kind of banded together and are planning on going on a bit of a warpath. So this is a small fort. You guys know that they have not very well trained soldiers and they just need a little bit of help. So that's where you guys are going today. Now I do have all of the players' prep on like kind of a little note sheet for myself. I'm not going to make you guys go over all your prep and anything, but is there anything you guys wanted to talk about anything specifically that you prepared, any scouting you did, any plans you have, anything you want to share with chat?
Dura upgraded her sword with a striking rune.
Yes,
Yay,
indeed.
damage.
Striking runes are good.
Dorian might have done that as well without telling Irina.
Very nice.
Wiz got healer's tools. Been lacking apparently.
Nice.
I don't know how we've made it all this time without you having a healer's kit, but
Not sure. We're just
Magic.
it's going to be a definite upgrade.
Very nice. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and jump in then. I'll give a quick rundown of the hero points we got. So number 1, we have got the affirmation meter set to the enemies, guys. So all of my enemies are currently going to be getting a +1. Katie, you're sitting at 2 hero points. I'm sitting at 1 villain point. Tori at 1 hero point. Wade at 1 hero point. And Wizwazar at 2 hero points. And then let's see. Did we have anything else that I'm missing over here? I'm just going to get caught up on chat before we start. Okay, so we have a blessing for Dora, and then we also have a blessing for Wizwazar. So let's go ahead and roll those up before we get any further. All right.
Thanks, Matt, for the blessing.
Awesome. And who was the blessing for
looks
Wizwazar?
like it was Kim. Thank you
Kim.
so much.
Awesome. All right. So, Tori, you are being blessed by the good deities today. Now, you can be blessed by any 3 because you're part of the neutral faction. And then we got an 8. So let me get my chart pulled up. You are being blessed by Torag today. So this is your minor blessing. If anybody gives you further blessing, it'll progress up to moderate and to major. But for now, you gain resistance 5 to all physical attacks, being blessed by Torag. So you're just feeling real sharp on your defenses today. You're feeling like, you can take some hits, you can stop some hits. And,
This is the ideal situation.
Yes, indeed. That is a good one for the tank, for one of the tanks. All right. And then Felicia will roll yours next. Okay. You're also being blessed by Torag because I rolled the same thing twice. So apparently you guys pleased Torag by doing something together. So
I mean, she takes damage, I take her damage. It'll be good.
yeah. So you are also gaining 5 resistance to all physical attacks today. And then Felicia, actually, you're also being blessed by the side quest in today for Patreon perk. So yours is going to progress right up to a moderate. The moderate benefit for Torag is that you may spend a reaction when either you or an adjacent ally is hit by an attack to parry the attack with a held item. So this works like shield block, but uses the item instead. And it doesn't require a shield to be raised. And then whenever you do that, the item becomes encrusted in stone and gains 5 hardness. So you can do it with healer's tools. You can do it with a stick. You can do it
Awesome.
with a piece of parchment, whatever. It'll turn into stone and help you shield block.
Beautiful.
I
And
think
thank
your
you,
goal for
Side
this
Quester.
session should be to find the most fragile thing and just carry it around for that express purpose.
It'll be Wade's ego.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, you know what? Fine. You can use mine. Dorian's, though. I don't know if you could lift that.
Okay, fair, fair.
All right. And then it looks like we also got a blessing for Dorian. So chat's just coming out huge and getting you guys set up for this fight. Let's see what you got, Dorian. Dorian, you are blessed by the evil deities, being from the Syndicate of Rites here today. So that is deity number 6 for the evil deities, which is Zon Kuthon. So you gain 1 cast of the darkness spell, heightened to half your level rounded up. You gain greater dark vision for this session, and whenever you are in darkness, you gain +2 to your AC. So you just kind of feel like a kind of dark energy coming over you, and it feels good, feels a bit comforting, albeit a little sinister. That you're probably used to
Nice.
that kind of stuff in your current faction.
Yeah, no, I could do Sinister.
Awesome. And I think we're all caught up here, chat, on blessings and whatnot. So let's jump into the session. We are going to start here in Absalom, which is where you guys are kind of centralized with your alliance. And you guys are meeting with your alliance leader, Emmerich. And, you guys approach him. He's got kind of, you guys have all your stuff ready to go. You've got bags packed. He's got some people helping you get it all set and ready to go. And he's just kind of giving you guys just a big smug smile. Ready for your first job?
This isn't my first job, but it's
But of course not.
first one of the competition.
Yeah, you'd be in the wrong place if this was your first one. No, for the competition. You got some, the last 2 guilds succeeded, so you've got some competition.
We're up for it.
Now, I already
Good
showed
joke.
this off to the
Good
last
joke.
guys, but I'm very excited about it. He's going to pull out from his side pouch a couple of these like charcoal gray stones with kind of these yellow cracks running through them. This was a donation from Finley, generously. Very expensive, so I'm going to ask you to take very good care of these. But this is how you're going to be traveling around this year. He's going to hand them to Wiz. Go ahead and give those a clack together.
Are they heavy?
They're pretty heavy. They're not like ridiculously heavy, but like they're pretty heavy
Okay.
for stones.
He obviously has a little bit of like, okay, he'll clack them together.
Okay, yeah. So when you do that, a storm cloud kind of forms over you guys, and then there is 4 very close strikes of lightning that zap right near you guys. Once your vision kind of clears from the blinding flash of light, there is 4 of these magnificent-looking griff-type birds. They're on 4 legs. They've got these black and blue feathers, and they're just kind of crackling with lightning.
Look, Dura, a magic.
Magic indeed.
This is a good trick. I like this one.
No trick. Very expensive. This is how you're going to be traveling around. These birds, faster than anything you can find. Guaranteed, except for maybe teleporting. But that's in the long run more costly than these, as long as we don't lose them. Just hop on these. Give them a whisper of where you want to go. They'll take you there real fast.
There are
Hope you're
4
not
of
afraid of
these.
There are 4.
Okay.
And they're trained? They're not going to knock
I
me
don't know if
off?
trained is the right word. They're magically aware.
All right, I can live with that.
As soon as you dismount, they'll disappear. So, be aware of that. You just got to give the stones a clack together again, and it will summon them to your location. Be very careful. Don't clack them together while you're mounted in the air. It does a bit of reset. They'll turn into lightning. We had an accident. I don't want to repeat.
Do we have to sign a waiver that we're not going to do that?
No, dangerous
I s-
work. It's not any worse than anything. You're
I
gonna
think
do.
we signed that waiver.
But are we
already.
sure we want the short one to take them? She looked like she could barely carry him. No offense. Sorry. I mean,
Dura steps
want
up
'em.
to Dorian and says, "We will not lose these stones.
okay. Little touchy.
can
Yeah,
trust.
Perfect.
Whiz."
Wheeze?
Wiz. It's short for Wizwazar.
Ah, of course. Perfect.
Do you make
Alright.
joke, Dorian?
I would never.
His existence is a joke.
Your face is a joke.
Anyhow, so I'll let you guys get to it. My recommendation: split the stones between a couple people. I wouldn't recommend putting them together while you're mounted. Brother.
Sadiq, what do you think?
Do you mind if I take one of them then? I mean, so we don't hit them together.
You take one, I take one.
Yeah, fair.
Split it between the groups.
Yeah. Yep, perfect.
All right, well, off with you then. You're heading to Fort Gravel in Taldor. It's called Fort Gravel because it disappeared into a sinkhole some time ago. It's all fixed up now. But I thought it was a weird name. I thought I'd share that with you.
I appreciate the information. I definitely hope it's been fixed up since then.
Oh, yeah. That was a while ago. I think it's fine now.
Aye. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. You're meeting with Captain Visk. Go ahead and meet her at the fort. She'll get you set up and tell you what you need to do.
Sounds good.
Best of luck.
Perfect.
All right. Are you guys all mounting up and heading out?
Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dorian's definitely gonna get on the one end if Irina's getting on the other.
Okay. Grabbing the
As
end
far as he
grips.
can. Yeah, as far as he can away from Irina.
I mean, look at that face. Why would he?
Yura will help Wiz up onto the griff and then get on her own.
Much appreciated. Yes.
Nice. As soon as you guys whisper the location, these things just bolt off like a flash into the air. They are so fast. It's probably rather alarming. You feel kind of the wind pick up on your face for a bit, and then there's like almost like this ball of electricity that forms around them and kind of gives you like a nice comfortable barrier. And it gets pretty relaxing after a while, albeit being like a couple 100 feet up in the air and flying very quickly. So you guys head over there. You guys have prep to kind of stop and camp when necessary. These griffs land when you guys tell them to land. It's a bit more than a day's travel. It's about 2 days, and you guys have planned to arrive there in the morning, which is what happens. So you guys arrive at the fort. This fort, as you guys can see as you arrive, is in the middle of like a pretty big clearing. There's not much around it for about a mile or so, but after that, it's surrounded by forests. The forests are pretty dense. The weather is nice. Everything here looks nice. There's soldiers stationed there that kind of look in awe as you guys go landing in the center of the fort. The way this fort is kind of laid out, it's surrounded by a big wall. And then the main gate actually has some large stairs kind of leading up to it. So the main level of the fort is actually the top of the wall. And the main gate has some stairs leading up to get to it. There's 2 large buildings on top of the fort, and you can assume they probably lead down inside to the lower levels of the walls. So, what are you guys doing when you arrive?
I mean, I imagine we're gonna just go up to the entrance here and talk to the person who is in charge. We want to find the person.
Are
in
the
charge.
gates closed or open or?
They are closed, but your griffs can kind of land on top of the wall.
Oh, gotcha.
People are kind
Okay.
of wandering around.
Okay.
Does anybody have warfare lore?
I do. Dorian does.
Awesome. You're trained in it?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no, you immediately recognize the captain by her Taldor captain's attire when you arrive. She's walking around kind of barking orders and whatnot. Go ahead and roll me a warfare lore while you're at it.
Let's see. First roll tonight. 11.
Okay. Yeah, so with your warfare lore, you recognize the captain. You also recognize that this is a pretty standard fort defense. There's some arrow slit towers. There's some ballistas on every corner. With your warfare lore, you actually know you're proficient at using ballistas. You've studied it and you're aware of how to use it. Yeah, that's what you get with that.
Very nice. Am I able to see? So, is there enough space around the captain where I can land the hippogriff?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's actually not very heavily fortified. You don't see like a ton of people here wandering about. It looks rather small, population wise.
So yeah, Dorian's gonna land the hippogriff as close to the captain as he can and try to make like a fancy exit off the hippogriff and go straight into conversation.
You
with
flip your hair
second-
dramatically as
Oh,
you
yeah.
get off the
Mm,
griffin.
Just, L'Oreal commercial it up.
She'll
Ah.
kind of look you guys up and down.
Captain, I presume, right? Correct.
Yes.
Of course.
Captain Lynn Vask. Nice to meet you all. You're the
Nice
reinforcements
to meet you.
I sent for.
Of course.
Hi, we are.
Nice to meet you all. The Foresight faction and the Syndicate of Rites. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You're very on top of it.
Very good. I've worked with the Company of Honor and the Gold Blood Mercenaries before. Never your lot.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. She'll shake your hand. Reach down low. She is a
Up
human
high.
female.
Okay.
She's in some pretty nice captain's attire. She's got some long blonde hair. And she looks very strong. Clearly she is athletic and like a seasoned warrior. It's pretty easy to tell. So then, what kind of report do you need? What kind of rundown? What questions do you have for me before I fill you in?
What are all your defenses?
Well, this is them. First off, I should say, are one of you in charge? Is there an officer or a
Dora
high-ranking member here?
points at Wazar.
I am.
One representative from each, I see. Makes sense. Well, our defenses. This is a rather small fort. I have quite a few of, she's going to kind of lean down low. Most of my soldiers are quite green, to be honest. So that's why I called for some help. I am experienced. I have a couple of second commands that are capable, but my soldiers aren't ready for this. These orc tribes that are threatening us, they're a bit fearsome. Not undefeatable. If we had the full might of the Taldan army, it wouldn't be a problem, but they are occupied elsewhere. So this is what we have.
Where do these orc tribes come from?
Well, there are actually a couple of orc tribes. Our intel tells us that there are 2 warlords who have come together. Warlords, war chiefs. I call them warlords. I'm not sure if they're experienced in this or not. I haven't heard their names until recently, though I have heard of the tribes. Zira and Yara are the chiefs that you're going to be looking for.
Could I
their
try
last
to
name.
recall knowledge on that, Chase? Just being half orc?
Yeah, you can. Would you like to use a hero point on that, or would you like to trust your knowledge here?
I'll just trust my knowledge, which isn't great, but well,
For the hero point count for you guys, each of you have 2 Foresight faction.
yes. What the heck? I'll use a hero point. We'll just use it.
Using a hero point. Okay, so yeah, you actually recognize that name. You've heard of it from, your acquaintance with orcs and your knowledge of orcs. So you know that those actually are not orcs, and they actually are not technically 2 separate people. They are a single Etin.
Can you say the names again, or the name?
Zira and Yara.
Okay.
An Etin is a 2-headed giants of sort. Each head and side does kind of have their own personality, and these 2 did actually technically own their own separate tribes. It's been a bit complicated for their tribes to figure out the kind of structure, as both the tribes are from different locations, which means that they're kind of traveling back and forth. They don't always agree on their tactics, and that's why they have their own tribes. So you imagine that them kind of pushing together is maybe they finally figured out a compromise and are bringing everything together. They are a notoriously powerful warrior, though not the smartest.
Okay.
Is there
it
anything else in
normal?
specific that you want to know about them?
I guess, do I know anything about, like, with their individual tribes, kind of like their typical tactics, or like, are they pretty bloodthirsty, like ruthless? Are they kind of like skirmisher? Like how would they kind of attack usually?
Yeah, so that would be a separate recall knowledge
Okay,
about the
that's fine.
tribe itself. Any hero points on that, or would you like to roll it?
No, I actually have another question I think you will be able to answer. Is it typical for an Etin to be in charge of an orc tribe?
It can be. Giants and orcs tend to get along quite well.
Okay.
They get along with trolls, giants, ogres, orcs, goblins, and they can get along with anybody else. Orcs are intelligent creatures that have their own personalities. The kind of tribes that exist out in like the wilds of Galarion tend to have certain tendencies based on their tribe.
Yeah. Okay. I I mean, I guess I'll just try a recall knowledge. I'm not going to spend a hero point, but maybe
Sure.
I can figure it out. Do you want me to roll that, or are you going to roll?
So that is a secret roll, so I am rolling
That's
here
right.
for you.
Okay.
So you don't know much about their tribes, except you do know the names of the tribes. You know that Zira runs the Flex tribe, and Yara runs the Crush tribe.
Okay. I will, like, when the captain says these names, I'll just look at Wiz, and I'll kind of mutter. I don't want to interrupt the captain, but I'll just mutter to Wiz, I know these names.
She kind of takes notice when you say that. Oh, you're aware of them. That's some good intel that we weren't able to gather. Please share.
I don't want to repeat everything you just said, but
Yeah,
I will
so you're
be
gonna give her a
forthcoming.
recap?
Yes, I'm not gonna hide anything.
In Etten, interesting. Well, that makes sense why they're at the same location currently. Now, some of the intel we do have, we know where their camp is located, at least one of them. We know where they're residing. We sent a scout there. Apparently, that's where they're headquartered, though we didn't see them there. We saw about 20 orcs guarding the camp, nothing else, which leads us to believe that there's probably camps hidden elsewhere, as we doubt they intend to attack us with 20 orcs in an Etten.
Wiz is nodding the whole time as if he like is following this super well. And he's just like, okay, this is good information.
We sent in a diplomat to try to handle it that way, and we got back his mount with a head. So, not the most reasonable, at least not unless you have more silver tongue than our scout, I suppose.
Or perhaps more muscle.
Indeed. See, I considered going to try to assassinate them myself, but with the few defenses we have here, it was too risky.
And if we assassinate this Etten, you think they would all just turn around and go?
Likely.
Hmm.
As far as we gather about the tribe, they're not the most organized bunch without a leader.
That could be an option. Yes, yes. Although I do want to use a ballista. Tempting.
Yes, well, we're going to be prepared for the attack. We have scouts set up. We don't think they will attack today. Our estimate is about 1 or 2 days. We will get the heads up when they're pushing. We will make sure to inform you. Up until then, do whatever you think is useful. The agreed upon price is 300 gold pieces if the fort still stands.
Is that a total? So that would split between all of us?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I hear that you're for a competition and you'll be splitting the profits evenly.
I followed the rules.
A noble test of strength. I hope it goes better than the last one.
It will. We're here this time.
Indeed. Now, you are under my direct command while you're serving me here, though I will be flexible with you. Just make sure that any big decisions you run by me. You have quarters in the barracks. Food is served at times that will be announced, and you have free reign of the place. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Yes, it's nice to meet you.
You as well.
She'll salute and kind of go back to some business.
So my guess is, if we wanted to scamper off and find the heads in the woods, we'd have to ask her for that first. That seems like a big decision.
I mean, as she's the one that's going to pay us, probably. But I mean, if we come back with the heads and no army, I think they'd be all right with it.
Just getting the ground rules.
I mean, what would you like to do? I mean, we could go assassinate the Etten, which seems pretty good, or we could try and defend this measly place, but there's not a lot of people here. And
These are great questions.
Yeah.
I think we think on it and devise a strategy. Dura, any suggestions?
Perhaps we can try speaking to them.
That's always an
Not-
option.
Yes, we speak their tongue. Perhaps
Aye.
that might help.
I mean, if you both think that will work, but I'd be ready for a fight.
I
We'll-
am always
Just in
ready
case.
for a fight.
Yeah, you look like
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. I mean, we could always try talking, and then if it doesn't work, we just do the rippy stabby thing, or you do the rippy stabby thing, and I do the healy thing.
That has worked for us in the past.
I'm down.
100%
I'm always
fine.
down for the killing part, but I don't know if these measly defenses will hold up even with our help. If two encampments of orcs, ogres, whatever they are,
They
will
are
be here.
orcs.
Yeah.
Ogres are different.
Oh,
They are not all the same.
Okay.
You
You
need
learn
to
something
listen
new every day.
better.
Oh, the stone face speaks.
Irina, do you have thoughts?
My expertise is in assassination.
So maybe we should take advantage of it. I mean, you could help out for once. I don't know.
It definitely
I'm-
sounds like a good tool to have.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that. Ugh, so touchy.
Might I remind you of the deal that you and I have?
What deal?
You know what I'm speaking of.
I do know Tom's. Yes, of course I do. And
Do
I'm
not
thinking.
insult me in front of people.
So,
We s-
mighty assassin, might you be best utilized by assassinating someone? That's all I'm trying to say. I was giving you a compliment, really.
You don't know how to do that. Assassination seems to work well.
I mean, I compliment myself all the time, but you're
Shut
right.
up.
Perhaps while we try the talking, you two can hide and prepare for something more.
I'm fine with this.
Works
That
for
does
me.
mean, Dorian, that you have to shut your mouth long enough for
I
this
can be
plan
quiet
to
when
work.
necessary.
You are incapable of such, so I'm reminding you now that that is what you will do.
I mean, I can't even speak to them, so why would I even say anything? And I'm not going to talk to you, so I'll be quiet.
We'll see.
Dura looks at you, Dorian, like she's not quite sure if that's possible.
He's going to give you a wink. He takes it all wrong.
Wiz looks at you guys and goes, just shakes his head like, mm.
Right, so we're settled. We're going to go visit the encampments tonight, maybe? Yes, no. You two go in, you do your little tucky talk. It, goes terribly wrong like it's going to, of course. And then Miss Assassin over here will assassinate, and I'll look good. It's a plan.
I mean, it sounds like a plan. Be ready to run away. Should we probably get permission first? I'm not a big fan of rules, to be quite honest with you, but it seemed like it was pretty important.
We don't need permission to go do this. She said it was an option. I take that as all the permission needed.
Can't argue with that.
I mean, I'm all for breaking rules, don't get me wrong. But if things go badly and we need to come back in a hurry, it might be good to have some defenses ready for us.
Just don't forget your clacky stone.
Oh, it's right here, of course.
I've got mine.
Perfect. So you and I will live.
At least this.
Yeah, no, yeah, at least us. Of course.
So is that the plan then?
That is fine and acceptable.
We should probably eat something before we head off. You never adventure on an empty stomach. It's just bad business.
I agree, but don't eat too much, as being too full could be just as problematic.
Too full.
Isn't that right, Irina?
The
I don't
affirmation
know
has
what
been
you're
pushed to
talking about.
+2 villain, just so you're all aware.
Getting really mixed signals from chat. They're
Thanks,
pushing
chat.
it all the way to the villain point, but then they're giving us blessings like crazy.
They just want to see what
They
we
want to
can
see a
do.
vicious fight.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
But we appreciate it either way, chat.
Dora will stalk off, leaving Dorian and Irina arguing. She'll head toward wherever the food most likely is, and kind of like gently pat Wiz on the shoulder to like come with her.
Oh yeah. He like looks around, realizes, and then just like follows you. Yes, food.
Yeah, so there's a barracks there, which is where you would probably all assume that food would be served. You go in there. you guys do see kind of an eating area, but there's no food currently out or anything.
Is there not just like a buffet all the time? Is this not?
Have you never been to a war camp?
Never.
One of the soldiers
Surprisingly.
will pass by. You all missed breakfast. Lunch is in a few hours.
When's second breakfast?
We only have one.
How many times do I have to tell you? Most people do not do second breakfast.
Right. I
It
forget.
is okay. Dora will pull out a ration. I know it is not as excellent, but here, you can snack.
Thank you. He'll eat it, like pretty much immediately. That was a good snack.
Are you all the ones here to help?
Aye, we are.
That's nice. Mercenaries?
In the matter of speaking, is there any information that you have that might be of use to us?
If you have a bow, the arrow towers are safe.
Arrow towers, right. And that's assuming that we fight from inside.
Another guy's going to come walking by and he's going to kind of aggressively grab that guy by the shoulder and kind of start pulling away. We don't need their help. Come on.
We were just getting to talking.
This Dora will step up as they're like walking away and she'll say, "Whis was not finished speaking. You do not walk away from us."
The guy's going to kind of like slow turn around and he's going to like kind of try to like stand up tall. How tall is Dora?
I don't think I wrote
That's
that down, but she's got to be tall, right? She's a half orc.
Over 6 feet, right?
She's built.
Okay. Yeah, so he has to kind of like look up at her a little bit. He gets a little like, close, kind of chests up a bit.
Oh,
I think he
really?
was done with the conversation.
Can I intimidate this guy?
Uh-huh.
Dora has no patience for this.
Dura, stop. This isn't good. This is not a good
It's too late.
idea.
I've already rolled.
Oh, you rolled so high.
I got 24 total.
Okay, yeah, so when she like immediately doesn't back down, he kind of like shrinks back a little bit. Well, I think that he thought the conversation was done. We've got things handled.
After he says that, Wiz kind of puffs up his chest, and he's half height of Dura for sure. Like, that's what I thought.
He glares down at Wiz and then kind of looks nervously at Dora. You're just
Who's
an extra
glaring
set of
down at
hands
him?
here. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Everything's under control.
She looks at this guy and then kind of like glances down at her, like herself, and then like raises an eyebrow. Do I look like just another set of hands to you?
He's gonna kind of look her up and down and then scratch the back of his head. No, I'm sure we'll appreciate the help.
I'm sure you will.
I don't think we have much info though. We found the one encampment, that's about it. Pretty sure the Captain Briar already filled you in on that.
Yes.
Aye. We were just looking for maybe some more information about the goings on at this fort underneath the guise of the command. So perhaps there's rumors going around.
I mean, there's not many rumors. We don't hold much here. We hold weaponry, equipment, siege equipment, necessary things there, but we're not a real big fort.
Interesting.
We didn't expect any conflict until this group rose up.
Have you seen the orcs before? Have they come here?
I've seen orcs. I'm looking at one right now, aren't I?
These tribes, have they come here and fought?
No.
You are
Done
useless.
skirmishes with them out in the wild. Just a few of them, not anything large scale.
And how have they been? What have they done?
Well, they're a bit aggressive. They'll attack anybody they see on sight.
That's to be
Not the most
expected.
well-trained. At least not the ones I ran into.
If they are worse trained than you, they must be very poorly trained.
You don't know how well-trained I am. I took 2 of them on my own.
That is very cute.
And you lived? Good job.
He's going to kind of like rub it like a little scar on his cheek. Yeah, I did.
Can we like I guess, perceive the scar a little closer, just to see maybe if we can see what type of weapon it was used.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I got an 18.
So that looks like a scar. The way that it kind of starts cutting, it almost looks like it has like a little jagged cut on the end of it, like a
Like a
maybe
serrated
one.
blade.
Mhm, it looks like a falchion.
Okay. That looks like it wasn't just a smooth cut on your face there. They're using serrated weapons, falchion maybe?
Yeah, perceptive.
I pride myself on it.
Pretty traditional fighting style for those types.
Aye.
Haven't
Well, if
seen
there's
rolls with them yet. That's the bright side. I'm sure we're
Eh.
going to be fine. The camp only had about 20 of them. If they plan to attack this fort with 20, I don't care how untrained we are. It's going to be fine.
But what if they have more than 20? That's the question.
Well, you see, I'm one of our scouts, and I'm certain that there are no more. I've
So
been
you're the
scouting these forests for the last week.
You're the person who's going to give us the most information that we could get from anybody. So there's no point really asking anyone else.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. If you
Yeah.
find anything else, please
You
let
don't
us
have
know.
more questions?
I mean, I don't, Dura. She's done. You can go.
He'll just kind of nod. He's going to grab the other guy who looks very nervous by the back of the neck and just kind of pull him along with him.
She folds her arms and watches them until they are all the way out of the tent.
When they are gone, Wiz looks up at Dura and goes, "You can't do that. We're here to help them.
I
Not
did
scare
nothing.
them out of their wits."
What did I do? I stood here.
You said some definitely threatening things.
I spoke nothing of my sword.
I mean, I can't fault you because it worked. But in the future, what if it hadn't and we got kicked out? We want to do the
They could
best.
not kick me out if they tried.
That's fair. Also, I'll just shut my mouth. You're right.
It worked. We are a team. Do not worry, Sadiq. Let us go find the others. Are they couple or no? There is
Not sure.
there is what is the word?
Tension? Sexual
Yes.
tension.
Yes, perhaps. I cannot tell.
I'm not sure, but I definitely wouldn't talk to someone like that.
They are annoying. Let us find them.
You're not wrong. Let's go.
What have you two been doing in the meantime, Dorian and Irina?
Arguing
Of
just
course.
the whole time.
Constantly. That's a given every time, always.
You guys get back and they're still bickering.
Irina, really though, you have
No.
to
No.
smile a little. Just, I don't think I've
What
ever
is
seen you
with you
smile.
and these facial expressions? It's
They're
stupid and
called
it doesn't matter.
personality.
I have
They-
a personality. You are just not privileged.
You have the
enough to-
personality of a rock. For real though, you look like a statue most of the time.
And you're expecting me to have a problem with this.
And if we're going to win this thing, we need to be the people's champions, right? We need people to love us. No one wants to love a rock.
I am not in this for people to love me. I'm in this for the money.
And if you want the money, you need people to love you.
No.
Okay. Luckily, I have enough for both of us.
For now.
Are we back at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys probably walk up during this conversation.
We
Yes.
have asked questions.
Got a little bit of information, but not much more than what we had before. They use falchions, not very trained.
Did you find out where the encampment is? As I don't think any of us know that.
That's
So if we're
one
going
thing
to be
that you
trying
didn't
to
ask.
sneak out, we might want to know where we're sneaking to.
Yeah, that's not. You're right. Definitely
That
didn't
was
ask.
the scout. We could ask again.
Where's the scout? What did he look like?
Dora,
No,
what was-
you two go do it.
I am entitled to ask questions as well,
boy.
Dorian.
Oh boy, just don't
Per-
kill him this time,
Perhaps
please.
we can go together.
Aye.
That's fine.
We'll be your backup.
interruption. Thank you so much, Jason, for the 1,000 stars. And Dora, you're being gifted an item after this session.
Jason, thank you.
Continue.
I mean, thank you. That is very nice.
That's inner Dura. Fan
Yes, yeah, this is secretly entered to her. None of you see it though.
Like I'm saying, just don't kill this one. The last time you went to talk to a scout, they ended up dead.
Might I remind you that I am a professional. We are on a job. Why would I
Yes.
kill the thing
A
paying
professional
us?
assassin. It's what you do. You assassinate things.
He was kind of a jerk.
All the more reason. Just keep
He
your knives
will-
in your pockets
he
and
will
you can talk to
speak
him.
this time. He will speak now. I guess we'll go lead them off where that scout went wandering off to.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you
Okay.
can see him like when you watch this guy, seems like kind of a bully. He kind of is, shoving people out of his way. Kind of talk.
I'm so glad I intimidated him. No
Mm.
regrets, Felicia.
Okay.
Don't blame you.
I
He
really,
turns around
maybe,
and sees
maybe two
Dora,
steps.
and he kind of like almost like shrinks down a little bit, and loses his big bossy posture.
Yeah, Dora will stand kind of apart and point at him, like next to Irina. Is that
Oh.
the one?
You are the scout, yes?
You forget some questions.
Where is this encampment?
Well, I can show you on a map if you come to the barracks with me.
Fine.
You know how to read a map?
Don't ask stupid questions in return. Show us where the camp is.
He looks kind of angry and then like nervously looks over at Dora. Come on.
Dorian's just gonna be behind them both, but like,
he looks a little bit confused and then leads on.
With
take
elbows.
a map. So they've got kind of like a war map, in the barracks set up, and he's got things marked down of all the areas he's scouted, and it does truly look by that map like he's done a pretty thorough scouting of the area. And he's got one marked to the north. Do any of you guys have like cartography lore or anything like that that would be specific to this? Okay, Irina, you can roll survival then to see how well you understand this map.
No, I don't understand. the
That's a
map
5.
very well.
So you get like the gist of it, right? Like you can see it's to the north, though you're not really sure like how the scale of the map works or like how far out that is.
Would it be alright if I took a look at that?
Do you need me to boost you up?
If you just get me the box over there, I'd appreciate it.
Dora will immediately go get the box and set it down.
Wiz
Did
will
you want-
hop up on it.
Did you want to roll survival?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a better survival, I think. I got a 14.
Okay, so yeah, with a 14, you can tell it's probably about like 8 hours on foot. 3 to 4 hours if you use a mount to get there.
Like a winged griffin.
Winged griffin would be very quick, but something you guys did know of the griffins, they weren't the most subtle thing. Like they're kind of like a crackling ball of energy across the sky, and when you
Like,
dismount them,
maybe
there's a
not
big
an
oily
assassination tool.
Fair.
I mean, it could be.
Probably not.
Just know that they're not very subtle.
Do you have horses here at the fort or we could maybe take on loan?
Yeah, you'd probably have to ask the captain though.
Right. She
What
looks
is
at
your
Dorian.
name?
Or he does.
Why do you want to know?
Your name.
My name is Marcus.
Irina and
Everybody
Dora
takes out
both,
their notepads.
both write it down very threateningly. Okay.
You have only found the one camp?
Just the one. That's the only one there is.
How can you be so sure?
Because I don't mess up. I'm the best scout in Taldor.
Everybody messes up.
That's some amateur talk there.
Amateur talk. I doubt it.
Well, what's your scouting experience?
That is none of your concern. I am not paying you.
Well, I can assure you that's the only camp. Now, is there anything else you need from me?
I suppose not.
Can I go
You
back to
may
my
go.
business then, or are you going to be stalking me around more?
Perhaps, but
might.
that will be us for us to decide.
Just be available.
He's going to walk out of the room.
I do not like that one.
You all are very charming. You know that, right? Very
Hey.
charming.
Of course.
No, you were charming. You were. But the other two.
Dorian's like, okay. Gotta give Wiz some credit.
Yeah,
Always
that's-
charming. That's my thing.
Yeah, all right. I'll give it to you. You do. You are.
We're about on par. You're just a little bit lower than me. Just a little bit.
He looks down. I'm not lower than.
Don't be
Whatever.
stupid.
Oh, like with you in the map? I saw your eyes when you saw it.
A couple of people walking by kind of give uncomfortable looks when Arena says, don't be stupid.
You want to look at the map? Go ahead and interpret the map.
She did a great job. She knew where all the things were.
North, south, east, and west. Oof. Tough
Hey,
one.
yeah, the compass. That thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Roll
did
survival,
wonderful.
Dorian.
Crap.
Yes.
Oh.
Lower than 5. Lower than 5.
Hey, he's actually trained. He's trained. Oh, 24. Let's
Oh
go.
no, his ego.
Oh. Here it goes. Panache. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, you know, like pretty much like you get that map. You get the whole tactics. You understand his scouting pattern he took around the forest. You know, you understand all like the kind of with your warfare lore mixed in, you understand kind of their strategy they've been marking down on the map of, you know, they're likely to get surrounded and so they're going to be covering all 4 walls and they want to pinpoint the direction they're coming so they can try to cut them off in the woods at certain places.
See? Now, was that so hard? No. But it definitely wasn't, oh, I know the map.
Well, perhaps if you had looked at the map in the first place, you could have given us this information with the man here, and you could have asked him more questions.
I tried, but
but
those two
I
were definitely
I
taking over the
understand.
whole interrogating and, intimidating and writing names thing.
All I hear is excuses, excuses, excuses. Let's go.
Hey, you asked for the nap next. What am I supposed to do? Knock you over? That would be mean.
There's 4
I'm not like
sides to a
that.
table.
I'm not
He's
going to
walking
read
out
a
of the
map
room.
upside down.
He's out the door. Slam.
Wiz is right, or Dora's right behind Wiz.
Irina's gonna cuff Dorian on the back of the head. You're being
Ah.
stupid right now. Come
Oh,
on.
you're just angry that I was better than you at one thing. It's okay.
I don't
won't tell anyone.
care. I don't.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
eating you up inside. It's okay. It's okay. Just let it out. Just not at me.
She hits him on the back of the head again and leaves.
I said not at me.
Okay, where you guys headed to?
To the encampment, right?
We need a
Oh,
mode of
right.
transportation.
We need the we
Yeah.
need the
Uh,
horses or something first.
Can we go look at the stables, see kind of how well they're guarded?
Yeah. I mean, you can see the stables. They have them kind of by the main gate. There's some very nice looking horses there stationed. I mean, it's pretty busy around here. Like not as busy as a fort should be. You would know this with your warfare lord Dorian. Like it's a pretty low staffed fort overall. But I mean, like it would be tough to get horses out of here unnoticed.
So I'm all for breaking the rules and everything, but I don't think we're going to be able to sneak these horses out without anyone being seen.
If they can't be
see it.
broken, path of least resistance, probably just go talk to her.
I agree. Maybe you should be the one to do it, or I. Yeah, probably I. Yeah, no, I'll do it.
You do
Me,
not
yes.
seem to stop talking ever, so that might be perfect.
Can't get the word in there twice.
Perfect. And he turns on his heel and goes to find the captain.
Should we just let him go do it on his own?
I will pick out my horse. You tell me when we leave.
Hey, I will go follow Torian.
Don't mind me. I just got another villain point.
Is Irina staying or
Great.
going?
Yeah, no, good.
Irina is staying by the horses.
Okay.
Okay, so Dorian's going to go talk.
And Wiz is directly behind, but letting him go first to, sate his ego.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see the captain, and she notices you as you guys are approaching. What can I do for you?
Captain, might we have a word with you?
Yep. Try to make it quick. A lot going
Of
on.
course.
Preparations to make.
Preparations for defense? What if we could provide a solution that would not require any more preparations on your end?
Well, it's your funeral. What do you got in mind?
Oh, well, this little one here and the other one, the mean-looking one, they
Dora?
speak Orc. Yes, Dora. They speak Orc. And we
Orcish,
could
right?
try and persuade them peacefully first. And if that doesn't work, well, the last one is very good at assassinating things. I've seen firsthand. And if we assassinate the Etin, then, like you said, the two groups would disperse or whatever they do, wherever they live, whatever.
You a confident batch?
Look at us.
You heard about how my last diplomat lost his head, right?
We did hear that. Yeah, you mentioned it before.
Yeah, I'm sure he was a dip.
I know it's only 20 orcs, but 20 orcs not in a defended fort. You feel okay with those odds?
I mean, yeah, we're pretty confident. I definitely think that it's not a bad idea to keep doing what you're doing, but perhaps we can just provide an alternate avenue that maybe you could stop doing what you're doing sooner.
What it comes down to is you paid us to get a job done, and we're going to do it for you.
I have
Simple
no.
as that.
If you want to do it, I have no problem. If
Yeah, we
you-
just need horses.
Yes, obviously, but
You can go check out horses with the quartermaster. Now you're going to be taking responsibility for them. It's
of course,
10 gold pieces out of your pay if you lose any of them. They're nice war trained ones.
that is completely understandable.
We did go
Yes.
take a peek, and they're very beautiful horses. So that is totally understandable, for sure.
Taldor horses are incredible creatures, that's for sure.
Definitely are.
By
Go ahead,
chance, did your last dip speak Orcish?
He was a
Orcish?
good man. Yes, he did.
He did. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I don't know what happened. He went on his own. He felt confident with it. But you have my blessing.
Question, real
dangerous, but-
fast.
Oh, yes.
So you said that the head came back. You said the head of the messenger, like his head, or the head of his mount? Because
The head of the messenger.
the
on the map.
messenger. Did he look scared?
He looked dead.
That's what I thought, but maybe. I thought maybe something. Grasping at straws here.
Nothing in particular that spoke out to me, I suppose.
Aye. Alright, well, we'll go check out the horses and be back hopefully soon.
All I ask is if you see sight of forces moving, please return.
Aye.
If we're under attack, I want you here, not at the empty camp.
Of course. And when will you have your preparations completed?
When we get attacked, we're going to keep prepping until the attack happens.
Fair enough. Probably a smart thing to do. You're right.
Can never be too prepared.
Indeed. Well, may the inheritor be at your back.
Aye.
Of course.
Enjoy your day. And he
And with
hops
you.
along.
She'll turn immediately back to her business.
What time of day is it? Is it close to dusk, nighttime-ish, or is it?
So it's still pretty early. I mean, it's, between breakfast and lunch. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wiz needs to know when it's lunchtime. Like that. He needs to be aware of the meal times.
Would you like to gather information?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy or an intimidate or a perception.
I think my perception is nope, diplomacy's better.
Okay.
Okay. I got an 11. That's
Okay.
enough to know mealtime.
Oh yeah, they'll tell you the meal times. It's like 2.5 hours away from the next meal.
Okay. When we get back to Dura and Irina, Wiz will mention that. I found out that lunch is in 2.5 hours. Just
You'll
letting you know.
absolutely miss it if you go check out this camp.
Yes.
More importantly, we got the okay to use the horses.
We have to check them out through the process. It's like a library, some kind, but for horses.
If we
Philip
lose any,
pointed out
it's
the
10 gold.
quartermaster standing like by the stable.
There's a sign that says check out horses here.
Yeah.
Does
If
the
we judge-
quartermaster have like cat eye glasses that are on a chain
They're
and like a
Foresight
pencil
glasses.
skirt?
He's got glasses, no chain.
Okay.
He does look less fighter like though than the rest.
Do we wait for the meal time?
Why do we need to wait for a meal?
Well,
Dora is pointedly asking Wiz and like completely ignoring the two of you.
It's a good question. I did have that snack, and it was pretty filling. Is that something that you'd be able to wait for? We have more rations.
Yes, I am only concerned for you, Sadiq.
You always are, and I appreciate it.
I can go much longer without food than you.
I just have such a high metabolism. It just goes.
It is true. It is all the magic.
That must be what it is.
So, will you be okay?
I should be fine. I've got my rations. Let's go. If everyone else
Irina's
is ready-
already saddling up a horse and taking it out, not even talking to the quartermaster.
Excuse me, you have to check that out.
I don't care.
I'll handle it. I'll handle it. She doesn't speak common very well, but
I see.
yes, no, I could take both of these. We have the permission from the captain to take these out. We're gonna go on a super secret mission to save your lives.
Dorian, shut
Nothing
up.
to it.
The mercenaries.
Wow, you learned common. It's a miracle.
Just put your names here. You can add hers as well.
Yes, perfect. And he's gonna write down Stoneface.
Did
Okay.
you just write her name in blood? Oh,
It's just
The
how
quartermaster
her name's
kind of-
written.
Looks like a little like panic. He looks over. Stoneface.
If your
It's your middle
problem-
name.
I need the full name, please.
This is as much as you're getting.
He writes down Aaron.
Stoneface Aaron.
Perfect.
Very
As for
well.
me, I am Dorian Nile. You might have heard of me or my family, possibly, but
We're wasting daylight.
I thought you would want to. He's gonna walk over to Irene and be like, "Do you want to try and assassinate someone during the day or during the night? I thought assassinations worked at night."
If we are talking to them like the plan is supposed to be, then the talking should happen in the daytime.
You're all set. Thank you.
He's just like, please leave.
No, wait. We have these two as well.
He'll hand the parchment to them. Names, please.
I'll write down Wiz was our Milwaukee, and then I'll write down Dora's name as well. Is that all right?
This is fine.
And he'll hand it back.
Thank you.
Hi.
I'm sure the captain's already told you the cost. 10 gold if you misplace or get the horses killed.
What about maiming? Just getting the fine print.
We do have a couple of healers on site. If it's within reason of the healers fixing them up, no worries.
Right.
We'll
Definitely
take
don't
good
want to
care of
hurt them. That's just to make that clear. I just wanted to understand.
I understand. They are war horses. We understand the risks.
All right. Hi.
Does Wiz want to ride his own?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't expecting anything one way or another, just making sure.
I'm learning too, so I don't know what Wiz wants, but it feels like a yes.
Okay. Dora will help him up onto a
Yes.
horse.
Definitely needs
Yep.
help.
He's gonna be losing 10 gold at the end of this, probably.
And I
There
think
are smaller, like, riding ponies for, like, the
Aw.
army, if you would like to check out one of those instead.
Will they keep up with the war horses? The ponies?
They are a bit slower, though more your size. It may be easier for you to ride.
You know, it might be better for me to just ride with Dura, but I don't want to get in your way, so I don't want to make me a
Are
burden.
we done talking logistics?
No,
E-
we're not.
Either get on a horse, decide, ride together, ride separate. We need to go.
Dora will put Wiz on his own horse and then tie the horse to hers, basically leading Wiz's horse along with hers.
That was so ingenious. This is such a good idea.
Dora also picks a. Is there one that's like jet black, black
Uh-huh.
mane, black? Okay.
Yeah, you
Dora
got like a
picks that
variety
one.
of colors. Nice.
And when I sit on the horse, the hair gets a little bit green.
Ooh, nice.
We are ready.
Let's go.
Best of luck. Yeah. Okay, so you guys mount up and you head out. So you're sharing a horse. So you got 3 horses checked out, correct?
No,
We did
Wiz is on
4.
his own horse,
did
but
his
I'm
own,
like
okay.
leading
Yeah.
his horse along
So
with
your
mine.
own tall horse. Was the
Yes,
answer. Okay.
I got a big kid horse.
Nice. Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys get up to the gate. Wiz, I do need you to roll me a nature. Okay. A 12 will do. Just barely. You know, it's a tough ride for you, but you're able to manage it.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
You know, they let you guys out at the front gate when you get there. You got to go down these kind of big steps that lead down the wall, and you guys are heading towards the north.
Yeah,
Mr.
Yeah, we'll
I've
follow
read the
Dorian, I
map.
guess, right?
Yeah. We should ask Doran.
Yes, don't worry, y'all. I have the way to go.
So I need one of you to roll a survival, and the rest of you can aid if you would like.
I have an 8 survival. I'm not sure who we want to roll the prime
So that-
roll.
I only have a 7. So I could help you. I could aid you.
I am
Okay.
not helpful in this.
Okay, so I'll roll the main roll and whatever we get as aiding. I got a 23.
And I have a 19.
Nice. Okay, so Dorian, you don't assist, but you don't hinder either. Anybody else
Yeah.
assisting? Okay. Yeah, so Wiz, you remember that kind of like the notable landmark is pretty much woods, but he did mark down some sort of like ruins when you were getting near. So you guys ride for about a couple hours. You feel comfortable you're going the right way. And you guys do eventually arrive at these ruins. I'll put you guys over here. We'll go to a roll 20 map.
Ooh. This looks just like what was on the map. We're going the right direction.
Okay, let's get some
But of
horses
course,
here.
I mean, between you and I, of course we're gonna go to the right place.
I'm
Oh.
surprised that you included me in that. Thank you.
I mean, we're teammates, of course.
You're just very kind. I appreciate it.
I'm a kind of person.
All right, I'll let it go.
I mean, to those who deserve it, such as yourself.
Who's riding in the front? Who's riding in the back and whatnot?
I would assume Dorian and Wiz are. Well, I guess Dorian
I'm
and then
here.
Dora is probably like Wiz is like telling Dora kind of which way to go.
Yeah, so
So-
either Dorian is in the front and Irina is in the back, or Wiz is in the back and Dorian's in the front, considering
Well-
how we are riding.
Dorian would be in the front.
Okay, so we've
Irina
got
wants
it
to do
like
this stealth thing.
So you're in the back.
Yep.
so we have it like this. Does that look about right?
I switch Dora and Wiz.
Dora and Wiz. Okay, like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does this look correct?
Appropriate.
Aye.
Okay. So to recap where we're at, the affirmation meter's been set back to 0. So chat gave you some love. And then we're sitting at 2 hero points for Katie, 1 for Tori, 2 for Wade, and 3 for Felicia. Okay. So this does look like the right way. As you guys approach here, you know the camp is probably just about like 20 minutes by mount north of here. This was the first landmark. As you approach, you can see this is like an old kind of run-down looking structure here. It looks very old. Looks like there's some stairs leading down. And then here as well, there's a statue on kind of like a crudely carved pedestal. And it looks like some sort of human warrior with a shield raised and an axe to the side. What are you guys doing here?
You said this was kind of like the first landmark on the map.
Yes, this was the first. This was pretty much the only landmark near the camp that he had marked down.
So it was,
Okay.
yeah, it was just showing that we're almost there, kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
right?
I see. Okay.
Perhaps it would be a good place to leave our horses, as we don't want to pay the 10 gold fee. Unless, of course, we do want to pay the 10 gold fee and accidentally lose these. I'm just saying, it's an
We
option.
should probably try not to, is my guess. However, do we know how far away it is, like by foot, to get to the camp from here?
Well, on the map, it's right here and here.
By foot, it would be about 40 minutes to an hour.
That's not bad. Is it safe here to leave the horses? What's
I'm
that
not
statue?
sure.
Is it a trap?
I mean,
Maybe we investigate this area first.
And
I
there's,
did suggest
stairs.
that.
We should probably make sure it's clear before we just leave animals here. We don't want them getting hurt.
I did
Yes.
suggest this. And you
I'm
know who's
sorry.
really
Going
good at
to
doing
get
it?
down.
It
Is
is hard.
Irina. Irina, you're really good at looking at things. Why don't you check for the area? Check the area, see if there's anything wrong here.
Gladly.
Thank you.
She'll get down off of her horse and then stealth forward.
Okay, you've got control, so go ahead and move your token where you would like to go. And you said that you're stealthing, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead and roll me a stealth.
That is going to be a 24 stealth.
Okay. Very good.
I'd like to go up around this area right here. And I would like to now perceive the area. See what I can see. With
All
a
right.
natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. Also, I would like to apologize. I was mistaken. The affirmation bar reset itself, but chat did not show you love. It is still at +2 to the villain side. So
I'm crying a little.
hopes
A
up, and
little
I
bit,
shot
yeah.
him down.
You did. You did that on purpose.
Yeah,
You're like, this will be
totally
really
on
funny.
purpose.
Sinister DM move. All right. So with your nat 20 perception here, Arena, you walk up, and what you can tell here is that this statue doesn't look attached to a space. The expression on this statue looks terrified. And you also hear some kind of low growl coming from down these stairs.
I would like to cast. Hold on, let me make sure. I'd like to cast Detect Magic toward the statue.
Cast Detect Magic towards the statue. That's an interesting thing. Let me see what you get from that. Also, just to recap, because I've seen some people asking, the affirmation bar, 100 stars will move it towards one direction of your choosing. Towards the star is going to benefit the heroes. It's a +1 or +2 to all their d20 rolls. Towards the skull is going to do the same for the enemies. And then if it's maxed out like it is right now, any further affirmations will either give a villain point or a hero point. So since it's maxed out the villain, for example, right now, if anybody wants to move it further, it will give me more villain points. All right. So casting Detect Magic on the statue, you say.
Yes.
Let's see. Tell me exactly what Detect Magic does at this level again.
Let's see.
I have like Pathfinder 1E Detect Magic forever stuck in my head, and I always forget like what the different tiers do now in 2E.
I receive no information beyond the presence or absence of magic.
Okay. There is magic on the statue.
Also, I detect illusion magic if the magic's effect has a lower level than the level of the detect magic spell.
You detect no illusion, just magic.
Just magic on this, okay. And they growl coming from down these stairs, yes?
Uh-huh.
Is there any knowledge that I can do on the growl itself?
Yes, you could. That would actually be a... Well, I don't tell you. You can just recall knowledge.
I would like to recall knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, you have no idea what that growl is.
Okay.
It sounds bestial slightly, but you can't pinpoint it.
And we'll go back to the group. The statue contains magic. It looks like someone who was petrified, possibly, and there's growling coming from the stairs.
The stairs or down the stairs?
Does it matter? The
Kind of.
stairs.
Okay.
Do you see it above the stairs? Where else would it be besides below the stairs?
Well, no, you just said the stairs.
Dora
Use
will
your
get off.
eyes,
Dora will get off the
Dorian.
horse and draw her falchion.
Do you want to go down the stairs and investigate? Do you want to investigate the statue, or do you want to move on?
I would like to push you down the stairs where the growling is, if we're being honest.
Does anyone else have any helpful suggestions?
We could push you down the stairs where the growling is and find out what it is. Just kidding.
I like this one. Wiz has a point.
Sadiq, what do you wish?
I think that if we're gonna try to leave the horses somewhere, we should make sure it's safe first. So if we're gonna stay here, we got to clear the stairs and figure out what's up with that statue.
This might be good if we have to go back this way.
Aye.
Perhaps we eliminate this threat.
Fine.
So let's start with maybe we can all go look at the statue and see if any of us can glean more information.
Are you gonna push me into that too?
Of course not. I'm not big enough. I got no strength in my arms.
I would love to.
I am big enough.
You don't need to do that. It was just a joke.
I don't
Ah.
like any of you.
Let us go.
I'd suggest you lighten your footsteps in case you alert the thing at the bottom of the stairs before we are ready.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I'll try to stealth forward.
Same. Oh,
Same.
quickly, could you help me off the horse first?
Oh, yes, I definitely do that.
Thank you.
All right, I got a 23 stealth.
Wiz rolled a 16.
Dorian got a
Wow.
26, because Dorian.
I think Dora's gonna kind of like she's gonna kind of put up her hand, like have Wiz come like a few paces behind
He will.
her.
Yeah, he'll do that for sure.
Dorian's ego did not need the rolls he's gotten so far tonight.
I'm just waiting for a big
He backs it
crit
up.
fail.
No, never. He would never do that. Nope. And I always roll really well, so this is never gonna happen.
Okay. So you guys are stealthing forward towards the statue, you said, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and move your tokens forward to where you want to go. And Arena, are you pointing out any of the details you noticed earlier?
Yes, I will look at the Dora. Do you see how it is not attached to its base?
Yeah, when she kind of points it out, you can also see the terrified expression on its face, and you can hear the low growl.
Yeah, I think Dora's gonna move toward the stairs.
Okay.
So, do you think that was a live person at one point? That's maybe
It is
just been
possible.
turned to stone.
This statue is not natural. One would assume that this was actually a person at one point.
Do they look like a good person? Like a hero, maybe?
What does that matter? They're a statue now. Hero or not, they failed.
Dura,
Oh.
you hear that growl getting pretty close. It sounds like it's coming from just like a little ways down below the stairs. As you're getting closer, it sounds rhythmic, maybe almost like it's like some sort of like snoring.
Okay. She'll creep back over to the others. I think whatever is down there, it is asleep.
That's good.
It's growling while it's asleep.
It is snoring.
Shh. Shut up.
Do you think it will be helpful if I tried to dispel magic on the statue? Maybe we could save this person.
Or this person could wake up the creature.
I was going to say, do you want to do that before or after we take
that's
care
what-
of the sleeping beast?
That's what I was thinking, is maybe they have more information, but
So
maybe it's
do-
a waste, and maybe
do you
it's
know?
more dangerous.
Do you know what this could be?
I'm not sure. Let me think back into my brain about it. Can I roll a recall knowledge?
Yes, you can. Would you like to use a hero point on that? You're sitting at 3.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll give the description of like the snoring and like what it kind of sounded like.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to connect with all of these. The growling when you kind of listen in on it, the person looking terrified. You're now assuming it's probably a person that is turned into stone, if you have not already assumed. And this all kind of points to a basilisk. So, what would you like to know about a basilisk? More about its offense, defense, special abilities, temperament? What kind of stuff do you want to kind of have the focus of your knowledge?
Does it snore?
We know it snores. Is there anything specifically that we all? Because I'm not sure. Maybe offense, just so we know what we're up against. Like what kind
Either
of
that or how to hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think offense.
Okay, awesome. So for offense, now these things are known to turning people into stone. You're not quite sure how that works. You can't really remember the books that you've read about it, but you know that is something they do. As for their offense, aside from the turning to stone, they bite, and they bite rather hard. But that's about the only real threat they have in offense.
All right. So what I think is down there is a basilisk, and I think that because I know that they can turn people to stone. I'm not sure how. I don't remember. Didn't really pay much attention in that class, but they can bite, and so is this something that we want to do, or do we want to try to like lock them in their stairway?
So we're moving on?
Are there any big boulders or anything around? Anything that like we could maybe roll in the entryway?
Not anything that is quite big enough to bar the entry. It was sort of like maybe chopping down trees and covering it up.
Which is loud.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we have a job. This has nothing to do with her job, and it is quite dangerous. I don't feel like turning to stone today. I don't know about you. She's already stone, so
So we
why
could
don't
just
we
keep
move
going?
on? Yes. And then, I mean, we could talk to the captain, and if she wants to pay us to kill this thing, we'll kill this thing too. But I'm not going to do it if I don't get paid.
That's a very fair point.
That might be the most reasonable thing I have heard out of your mouth.
Yeah,
Is
no
that
one
good
else
for
gets
you or
hurt.
for me?
Don't count it happening anytime again.
Shh,
Ever.
you're stone.
You guys are very nice. Are you a couple? You've got this nice vibe going on.
Never say that again.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I definitely didn't mean it as an insult. I
That's
think
the
you're
best
both
joke
wonderful
I've
people.
heard all day. Probably all week. Maybe all month.
Perhaps we should not joke next to the cave.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Ah, yes. Anyways,
us go.
shall we move on?
Let's
Yes.
sneak out that way and go around.
With the horses.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going around.
Yes.
Okay. You guys grab the horses, you go around. It does not pursue.
Great.
Okay. So you guys know from your survival that you are now getting close to the camp. What did you want to do at this point? Are you bringing horses? Are you leaving horses?
So
definitely-
just to like outside of character, we decided to leave Dorian and Irina kind of like hidden, right? Okay, and then Wiz and Dora are gonna go in and try to talk to them.
With the assumption that we may have to just run
Yeah.
immediately.
So
Great.
okay, so Dora will let you guys know on the ride that she has a whistle, like a signal whistle. And that will be like the okay, talking's not working. Time to stab people. And
Perfect.
in case I'm assuming you'll be watching us, but in the case that for some reason you can't see us or something.
And cinematically, just so the listeners know, Wiz and Dora have matching signal whistles and matching grass bracelets.
That's
Aw.
a very important detail that might
It's
come into
disgusting.
play. So.
So cute, disgusting though.
No.
And the
Best
whistles have
friends.
our little Foresight faction crest engraved
Yep.
into them.
Nice.
We got it in the goodie bag. I'm just
Mhm.
kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting package.
Sign me up for this guild.
From the map, was there any place that, like, around the encampment that they marked as a possible, I don't know, attacking location or?
No.
Hmm.
He didn't
Good
give many
scout on my
details
part.
on the camp, just the location, pretty much.
As we're
Landmarks.
going around here, can we, or I guess, can Wiz look for more information that would be helpful? So like scouting information.
Yeah, for sure.
What would that be?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Dorian would also be looking for a good place to chill, but also be, ready at a moment's notice to help out.
As with Irina.
You got a 19 for perception.
19 for perception. Okay. So something draws your attention aside from, useful scouting information. You can see several orcs up in trees that are hiding here. And they definitely seem to notice you, but they don't seem to notice that you see them.
So, this is a very nice area. He looks up at Dura and just kind of holds his signal whistle and then looks like up with his eyes. And he's hoping that he's so short that they don't notice. We should probably get going.
Yes. This
He's just
is a good
acting super
idea.
weird.
With a 20, does Dorian see this as well? 20
Yes, he
perception.
does. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yes. No, I agree with the small one. Irina, it's time to go.
Time to go.
Are we backing away, or
Moving out.
what's the plan?
So,
you guys can see them slowly drawing bows.
Phew. What with Wiz like motioning up? Does Dora see them, or she just is like?
Yeah,
oh,
when you see Wiz being kind of funny, it probably draws your attention.
I can take notice. Okay.
You can see them. Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, wasn't this your opportunity to go talk to them?
Yeah, Dora's gonna shout in Orcish. And she.
But not before we get away.
Yeah, I mean they're drawing bows on us. Okay, so Dora's gonna shout in Orcish. She's not a diplomat, she's intimidating, so she will say, if you wish to leave beyond today, you will not fire those bows, but instead you will let us speak to Zira and Yara.
Okay, go ahead and roll an intimidate.
Ah, wait. Come on, Dora, you can do it. Okay, 21.
A 21. Okay. They all kind of like look at each other with their bows drawn. You can see some of them kind of smile. They have like leaves kind of, like on their attire to kind of blend in with the trees. They'll talk back in Orcish. You want to see the chieftesses?
That is what I said. I will not repeat myself.
If you don't intend to join, then I hope you wish to die.
What's the joining process? He says in Orcish.
They kind of snap their attention towards Wiz.
I
Come
can't
with
say I'm
us.
not interested.
This one's going to kind of hop down from the tree here. He's going to go into the clearing. Come with us. Keep your weapons sheathed.
Irina's got her hand on her weapon because she doesn't know Orcish.
Dora will
Dorian is
turn
fine.
around and translate and also kind of whisper, perhaps you two can get lost on the way.
Do orcs know how to count?
The assumption is
It's
yes.
a good question.
Well, then, wouldn't they notice that they're down 2?
Perhaps they won't care. Or Dora will turn and say that she will leave her guards here, and that she and her compatriot will be the ones parlaying.
Sorry, Dorian does understand that, so he won't scoff.
Okay, roll diplomacy for that one.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, a nat 20. It's my mother tongue. That's what it is. So 21 total.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay. They look at each other. You hear him discussing in Orcish. Is that okay? She speaks Orcish. She may know the customs. Looks strong. Your guards can stay here, but 2 of ours stay as well.
That sounds very fair.
Okay.
He agrees readily.
Yeah. Sadiq, do you wish to tell our guards what to do?
Hey, you're gonna
Your
stay with the
what?
horses, guards, and they're gonna have 2 of their guards stay with us, or with you.
Are you with the Taldor military?
We are not.
In Orcish they're asking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Wiz answer.
We're definitely not Taldor military.
So why are you here?
We've come to parley, as my friend here said. We just want to get a better understanding of what the situation is and what you're wanting.
Parlay with who? Yourselves?
No, with,
Yeah. Was it Zira? Zira, right?
Mhm.
Zira and Yara, as I said before.
Well, who do you represent?
We represent the Foresight faction.
We attacked the Foresight faction? I
I
don't know.
do
We
not-
attacked a lot.
I do not expect you to understand this. This is a matter for your leaders.
He kind of scratches his head. All right. Fair enough.
Wiz is nodding emphatically through the whole thing, like, yep.
No one leaves this camp alive without Zira and Yura's blessing, understand?
Aye, understood.
Zira and Yara. Their names are too close. Come with us.
Okay. Dora will look at Dora. Well, no, she'll look at Irina. She respects Irina more. And she'll kind of whisper as they leave. They are only leaving the 2 with you.
Understood.
And then she'll turn and go.
Okay, so who's going with and who's staying behind?
Wiz and Dura are going with, and
Okay.
the other 2 are staying behind.
Yes, yes. Leave the 2 that don't
And-
understand Orcish by themselves.
And the horses are staying, correct?
Yeah. Well, you don't need to
Yes.
understand Orcish to kill,
That was the
which
That's
is probably
only 2.
what's gonna happen anyway. So
Oh, Dorian's peaceful.
So are all the horses staying?
Yeah, Dorian's gonna tie them up to trees.
Okay. All right, so you guys are you guys all dismounting then?
yeah.
with help, yes.
Oh yes, definitely. I guess I would also let the. Well, no, never mind. I wouldn't say that. Yep.
Okay, so we've got Wiz and Dora with 2 orc escorts, and then we have got.
Sorry, Chase.
No, it's
Splitting the
cool.
party.
I love party splits. Are you
I
kidding?
absolutely love this happening because I try to get it to happen all the time. Everyone's like, stop doing that.
Okay, so they're gonna start escorting you guys this way. Who wants to go first after the party is split?
I need to take just like a 2-second break. So do you want to start with Dorian and Irina?
Probably
Sure.
better that way, so we can kill our. I mean, so we can come
Take care of
find
that
you.
part.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So they go out of sight. These 2 are kind of like pacing around, like looking you guys up and down. They try saying something to you in Orcish. Roga.
Do you speak common?
He says some like more gibberish at you that you don't understand.
Great.
This one's gonna step over and it's gonna kind of sniff the horse. Look back at Dorian.
Hey,
Hola.
don't
Roa.
touch.
Hmm.
Don't. Bad. Down. Back.
It's gonna step up and he's gonna fold his arms and just kind of look down at you aggressively. Much taller than Dorian. These are pretty big, tall orcs.
Why are you intimidated by the orcs, Dorian?
No, but are we supposed to be killing them, or what? We can't really help the 2 other idiots if we're not there to help.
Well, the problem is they don't
Yeah.
speak common and we don't speak orcish.
Well, we
It'd
don't
be
need to speak their
helpful.
language to kill them.
it would be helpful to have them on our side for other purposes, but as it were.
You mean past the death, I'm assuming.
Well,
Your kind of help.
This one's gonna sniff in the general directions of the horses again.
Seriously, though, I don't want to pay for these horses. They look like they're going to eat them.
she's gonna casually walk around to the other side here. And pat the horse and look at the man orc sniffing the horse.
Mm-hmm.
They're not for eating.
Toru! I'm gonna point at another one.
No.
It's gonna nod. He's gonna draw a javelin off of his back.
It's going really well. Keep at it.
Mhm.
Yes. No, this is going great.
He looks like he's
Shh.
aiming at the horse.
She'll
I'm
draw
going to kill
her
him.
short sword and point it at his neck. Do not kill this horse.
Dory draws his rapier and is immediately aiming it towards the other one, the one that's further away.
Why, when we're flanking one already, Dorian?
As soon as you draw weapons, we're gonna roll initiative.
Because I figure you're going to cast harm anyway, right?
I know what I'm going to do.
All right.
It's just going to be initiative for those two.
It'll just be initiative for these people. So, you guys actually won't roll your own initiative here because we're going to be using
Right.
turn timer. So, I'm going to go ahead and get us all put into initiative, and then we're going to verify that it looks correct. All right. Now, just so you guys are aware of the situation, Katie, 6 hero points. Tori, 1 hero point. Wade, 2 hero points. Felicia, 2 hero points. Affirmation is at +2 towards the villains. So, let me get this started.
So we're set up for success, is what you're saying.
100%. Okay, I think I have to refresh my roll 20 because it froze on me. So, 1 second. Okay, and Wizwazar and Dura, you guys are on the map here, but you guys are actually, a ways away at this point. Okay. And it doesn't want to do my turn tracker for some reason. So we're just going to roll. Oh, wait. Nope, it didn't do it. So we're going to roll the old-fashioned way. So just go ahead, roll initiative, friends.
It won't take long.
Can I keep the one I rolled?
Yes, you can.
24 was my initiative.
Okay. I'm just going to get this guy over here as a turn tracker. This one right here. All right, so Orc's got a 7. So we have got Irina, Dorian, Orcs. Irina, you're up first.
Alright, Irina is going to cast Magic Weapon as her first 2 actions.
Okay.
And then she is going to hit the orc.
Okay. So you draw your weapon and just like immediately. What does your magic weapon look like here?
So the magic weapon, once it's drawn and held at his throat, there's this navy blue energy that flows up through the handle into the tip of the sword.
Okay. And then make an attack.
The attack was a 12. I assume
12.
this
It
misses.
is flat-footed. And no, did you include the bonus for the magic weapon?
It's a +1 short sword already, so
Oh, okay.
it's included.
All right, that's going to miss. Just barely. He he
Bam.
barely gets up like this knuckle dagger that he kind of deflects it with. Okay, that's your turn.
Yes, Dorian.
Yes. Must I do everything?
Yes.
Dorian is going to try and disarm that orc.
He's got a javelin in hand and a knuckle dagger in hand. Which one would you like to try to get rid of?
Let's do the javelin first because horses are the main priority here.
Okay, go ahead and roll me in athletics.
And Dory, and I'm sure Irina can take a hit. Let's see. Hit. Whew, 30.
A 30. Okay, that's a critical success. So that javelin just goes flying right out of his hand.
Perfect. And that gets me panache, correct?
It does. You are now in panache.
So as soon as he does that, he just gets a little bit more breath of life in him, a little peppy step. And I'm going to immediately use that into a confident finisher.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack roll. Disarm is an attack action, so this is at a -5.
Easy. 24. That is my second attack.
That is a critical hit.
Ooh. Let's go. Wait.
Okay, and then Rapier also has a
Oh,
deadly D8.
Whoops.
So roll me
I rolled the wrong damage. Here's the right
Okay.
one.
All right.
With the critical.
Well, it kept getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so
Okay.
26 damage on the critical. He goes to deflect Irina. You knock the javelin out of his hand, and as soon as you turn to look at him, how do you do it?
As I'm smiling, just a nice swift strike into his heart with my rapier, in and out, super fast. As
Okay.
I make eye contact.
Okay, he kind of stumbles as if he's going to fall over, and then you see his eyes flare red, and he screams. And he's going to use a reaction to ferocity.
No, stay down. Down.
Okay? Anything else for you?
Orc Dorian.
I know. Whatever that means.
Would you hurry up?
He's going to do a. Let's see. Sorry, it's the. What's it called? I know this. It's the dueling parry. So he's going to go into do dueling parry for his last action and beef up his defenses.
Okay. All right, it is the orc's turn. This one is roaring at Dorian. This one is going to draw a knuckle dagger and step up. And they are both going to attack Dorian here, who is flat-footed. And these rolls will be 2 higher than it says because we have villainous affirmation here. So
Thanks, Chad.
22 versus your armor class.
I'm flat-footed. So if I have... Yeah, no, that hits.
Okay, that's going to be 4 piercing damage. And then the same one's going to attack again. That is going to be a 22 again.
Hits.
Okay, that's going to be 5 more piercing damage. And that's that one's turn. Okay, and the second one drew and stepped and has room for 1 attack. So that's 18 versus your armor class.
That misses.
Okay, that's their turn. Irina, you're up.
Would you finish this one off?
I'm working on it. Shut up. Irina will attack
Work a little harder. I'm going against 2.
with a 20.
Okay, a 20 is going to hit. Your magic
Yeah.
blade is going to like cut right through him, and he like puts an arm up and lets it just dig into his arm. He's going to use another reaction and scream at you. He's like foaming at the mouth. He looks by all means like he should be dead, but he's still fighting.
You are a bastard and a half. That's a 21.
Okay, and with that one, you pull your sword back out and just cut him down, and he's out of his ferocities.
She's going to look at Dorian and tilt her head. And then walk. Let's see. 1, 2,
Don't act like you did all the work.
4, 5. I did some of the work here. Now, would you finish this
Finished
one
it.
off, please?
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Okay, Dorian, you're up.
Yeah, let's go. You said this one has that knuckle dagger?
He does,
Yeah, no. I didn't like him hitting me with it, so let's disarm him.
Okay.
21.
Okay, a 21 is a critical success. So that's going to knock it out of his hand.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
You're in
Perfect.
panache.
Yeah, no. Let's go confident finisher right after. On second. Oh no. 13.
13's gonna hit his flat-footed.
Oh, perfect. You were useful, Irina. 19 damage.
Okay, with 19 damage, you pierce this one right through it, just like the last, and this one is gonna get the flare right in his eyes and roar and use a ferocity.
Yes, we've seen this before. Just, do us all a favor and go down.
Can you stop talking?
Okay, he roars.
No.
He's just gonna go for a punch. That's 18 versus your armor class, Dorian.
That misses.
Okay, again, that is a 19 versus your armor class.
Still misses.
And one more is gonna miss. He is just both fists trying to punch at you, and you're just kind of gracefully deflecting and bobbing and weaving, and it's your turn, Arena.
It's lucky they get sloppy when they get this way. You know this, right? And she swings her sword for an 18.
Okay, yeah, you run him right through. He turns and roars
It's
at
11
you.
damage.
Kind of like steps further into the stab to roar right in your face. Uses a ferocity.
She takes the weapon out and she rams it again for a 21. And then another d8 in there for 9 damage total.
Yep, and with that one, he falls down dead, and we're out of initiative.
She yanks her sword out and wipes it on her pants. Now, I wish you would do this more often. You prove yourself semi-useful from time to time.
Was that a compliment? I mean, it wasn't really, but it was almost a compliment.
Semi-useful from time to time.
You are progressing. It makes
Shut
me so
up.
happy.
We need to keep going further.
Yes. Let's go
Now
find the
make
other
your
two.
steps light and your mouth quiet.
After you.
You don't have to think about it. Just
After
say you
you.
will.
After you.
I'm going to stealth.
Okay,
I will as well.
okay, go ahead and roll your stealth, and you're continuing on foot.
18, yes. We leave the
Okay.
horses.
24.
Okay, 18 and 24, following in the steps where they went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, slightly off
Mm.
the beaten path.
Yeah.
We're not just going to be obvious, like sneaking down the middle.
Not just casually stroll up from behind. Okay,
No.
sounds good. All right, we are going back to Dorian and Wizwazar.
You mean
Dora?
Dora?
Dora,
That's
sorry.
two.
I'm
So
everywhere.
you know what? She said I was going to do it, so here we are. Okay.
As it pans back over, Wiz is looking at Dura. I think they're probably doing good, right? And that's it.
No problems.
So they escort you guys into this camp. You guys spot about 4 more scouts kind of guarding the entrance to this camp. And then they're going to bring you to the center of the camp where they have like this almost like makeshift looking arena set up in the center. Not arena, but arena. They've got these large like crossbow ballista type things with platforms pointing down to the center. The dirt is kind of stained with blood. And there's quite a few orcs walking around. Some of them kind of chuckle at you guys and pace around and give you threatening looks.
Does it seem like this is like an entertainment arena? Or
A battle arena.
yeah.
Knowledge. Would both of you like to try that? And would either of you like to use a hero point?
I won't use a hero point, but I'd like to try it.
Yeah. Same.
It just looks like a makeshift arena. It's as far as you know, Dora. And Wiz, same with you. You're not really sure the purpose of it.
Okay.
Could be for entertainment, could be execution. Oh,
I'm definitely mad dogging everyone who looks our way, trying to look intimidating.
Can I
Okay.
sense motive the people taking us in, like to see if they know more information than what they let on? Because they seem to have let on as pretty unintelligent,
uh-huh.
but maybe that's just a ploy.
Yeah, and that will be a secret roll that I will roll for you.
Okay.
So they do actually seem quite dumb. You hear them kind of bicker and orcish on the way there, and like they don't seem very smart. You're clearly picking up from them that you feel like they think that you're just kind of dead meat.
Okay.
They think this is almost kind of like cute and silly.
Okay.
7,
In common, I'll say to Dura, that seems like they're not really taking this seriously.
I would not expect them to, but perhaps we can convince the leaders.
And probably a bit more on the intelligence side.
Well, of that I am not so sure, but
We can hope.
we can hope, or we can prove our strength.
Yeah, you can prove your your. Oh man, bleh. Aye, you can prove your strength.
If
Okay.
if that is what they value.
So as you guys get in here, you do notice standing in the arena is one orc who's got kind of like a banner on his back, and he looks like he's in a bit fancier attire than the rest of the orcs in the camp. And they're gonna walk you over to him, and they're gonna say in Orcish to him, "We found these two out in the woods. They want to speak to the chieftesses." He's gonna kind of put his hands behind his back in like some pretty nice formal posture. Look at you up and down. Why do you want to speak to the chieftesses? What business does one of your size have here? Looking at Wizwazar pointedly.
Hi, that's a great question. We just want to get some information, talk, share information. You know, just parlay. I do know Orcish, so I definitely feel like it's a bit more, makes a bit more sense for me to be here than perhaps someone else of my stature. But great question, and I definitely understand why you asked it.
Who do you represent in your parlay?
The Foresight faction.
We have no business with the Foresight faction.
Now you do.
What are you parlaying from? You've heard of the Warpath and you're concerned? You're
I-
centralized in Absalom. Does Absalom quiver at what's happening?
We definitely have heard of the Warpath. I don't necessarily think that Absalom's quivering, but it's not off the radar. Can I roll a diplomacy?
Uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Can I maybe roll a perception? Like, does this guy seem like a normal orc? Like, he just seems a step above everybody else.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
I got an 11 for my diplomacy.
11
Not
for your
super great.
diplomacy. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get your roll first, Tori.
17.
He looks like he's probably of like a higher rank. You can tell he's won a few battles. He's probably, he's pretty scarred up. You can just kind of gather he's probably just a higher authority than the rest
Okay.
of them here. Well, I don't believe you. See, what I think you're with the Taldan military. We have no business with Absalom. That would be foolish. So
What
why don't you be
business-
straight with me?
Well, what business do you have with the Taldan military? What are you
We're in
trying
our
to do?
way. We intend to take their land.
Aye. So it would be your land at that point.
It would be the land of the chieftesses.
Aye. Is there a particular reason that they're wanting this land?
Because they desire Taldor, and it's the first step.
Taldor's pretty big. So that's gonna be like a while then. Do you think it would be wise to maybe have some alliances outside of your clan and your tribes?
He's gonna step up and he's gonna just like stare down at Wizwazar for like probably like a full 10 seconds just staring.
Dora, like, moves just barely imperceptibly closer to Wiz and, like, just a hair in front of him.
Well,
Wiz is not scared.
we have all the allies we need, thank you. Those who surrender can join our forces if they follow orders.
That seems like a call for the chieftesses, no? You would not want to be caught turning away some useful allies, now would you?
So you want to speak with the chieftesses?
I have expressed that many times. I do not like repeating myself.
And so be it. He's gonna go leave this way. You stay here. I'll bring them to you. And you're gonna see him just kind of wander to the camp over to this side for a while. What are you guys gonna be doing while he's away? He's gonna be away for a bit.
With these orcs that are around and the ones like who walked us in and stuff, is there any difference in what they're wearing? Like, is there any way to tell who's with Flex tribe versus Crush tribe?
Yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
22?
22. Yeah, you can tell there is two distinctive kind of colors. The Flex tribe, and you've probably remember this from your earlier recall knowledge. The Flex tribe tends to have red and black colors, as where the Crush tribe tends to have a white handprint on their shoulder, kind of like looking like skeletal, bony hands. And they tend to put it on their left pauldron.
Do they seem to be getting along with each other?
There's like a bit of tension. You can see people kind of quarreling and pushing and stuff, but they just look more uncivilized than like actually like tense. If that makes sense.
Sure.
You probably recognize similar things. I mean, in your own tribe, there's probably a bit of like, like show off some strength, do a little shoving is kind of like a standard thing to do.
Yeah. I'll whisper to Wiz, what do you, in common, what do you know about Ettins?
Can I roll a recall knowledge about Ettins?
Yeah, you can. And would you like to use a hero point on this?
I have 2 left, correct?
You have got 2. Tori has 1.
I think that it's probably a good idea to use one on this big baddie. So, yeah.
Okay. So, with your hero point on Ettins, I'll give you 2. What do you not care about so much? Do you want to know more about their special abilities, offense, defense, anything else miscellaneous? Pick a couple things you want to know about them.
So, Tori, I think maybe defense and like special ability.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then just like if you know anything about their like society, like just their kind of social,
Societal, social structure, how they interact with things, what they
Yeah.
value, something like
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so with that, I'll give you this little entry here. 2 heads aren't always better than 1. The slovenly, violent giants known as Ettins are proof enough of that. The origin of these 2-headed brutes is unknown, but few who encounter Ettins ponder their beginnings for long. Rather, the first priority for most creatures during such a confrontation is escape, which is not easy to accomplish, given the Ettins' notorious vigilance. In this way, 2 heads are better than 1. They tend to find employ in the ranks of giant or orc armies as sentries or guards. It is pretty unusual for them to be in leadership positions, as they're not the most intelligent creatures typically. They are typically violent by nature. They do typically value strength over words. And then you said offense or special abilities?
Special abilities.
Okay. So the notable thing about Ettins, and in-game flavor, it's like, they have 2 brains that controls 1 body. Game mechanic wise, what this means is that each head actually gets its own turn in initiative, but they each only get 2 actions.
Okay.
All right. So, from what I remember, and remember it's been quite a long time, they're generally pretty violent and they value strength over intelligence. So I definitely think we're going to have to leave this to you. Maybe we do a battle of strength or something and show that, we're valuable to them. They definitely are wicked fast as well. They're super fast. They both essentially get to do their own thing when they're fighting. So they're much faster than you and I together.
I think perhaps we try to prove our value and get in with this group until those arguing couples they come.
Hopefully soon, because it's definitely hard to get away from an Ettin as well. They've got vigilance, like they're just very vigilant.
If we can prove that we are more valuable alive than dead, then perhaps that won't be a problem.
Perhaps. Hope so.
It is okay, Sadiq.
I'm just a little scared, that's all.
She'll put her hand on your shoulder and what was the god that blessed us again?
Torag.
Torag. It is okay. I feel Torag's presence with us today.
I did too. It was just refreshing. It was so nice to know that something was behind us.
Yes, it will be okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys will see this orc gentleman you spoke with earlier being followed by a very large...
That's a pretty liberal use of gentleman, wouldn't you say, Chase?
Yeah, probably. You're probably correct. And let's see. Let me see if I can go ahead and get a picture here for chat. Show you guys what an Etten looks like. Got a fly pestering me here.
Dorian and Irina, I hope you guys are fast sneakers.
There we go. Now, do you guys see this, players? Because if you do, then I think chat should see it as well. This is
Yes.
who comes following behind the orc. They are very large, like probably, twice the size of Dora here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Ah!
We'll be back in about 15 minutes, everybody. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Okay, we're back, everybody. Thank you for waiting and being patient. Well, we took a break. So to recap, we are back with the party split, and we have the Foresight faction, Dora and Wiz, in the middle of the orc encampment, about to meet the chieftesses, which is an Etten with 2 heads, each one their own chieftess. And then we've got Irina and Dorian, who killed their guards that they were left behind with and are now approaching the camp quietly. So, just to clarify with chat, we had 5 unclaimed hero points from shares. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to kind of equalize everybody here. We're going to dish out a couple of hero points each to the Foresight faction, and we're going to give one to Dorian. And then, it'll be Irina and myself on top with our 6, and then everybody else balanced out. Speaking of chat interactions, if you guys are curious on how you can help out with that, check out the stream description. They're all listed there in case you missed my beginning spiel on chat interactions. Yeah. Now, where were we? Who do you guys want to start with here? Do you guys want to start with Dora and Irina, or do you guys want to start with Dorian and... I keep switching it. Dorian and Irina, or Dora and Wizwazar?
Can I request that we start with them? Give me more time to deal with the fact that we're sitting in front of an Etten.
Yep. Okay. Dorian and Irina, you guys are approaching the camp. You weren't very far to begin with. What's your exploration activities? What are you guys doing here? I already have your stealths marked down. I have an 18 and a 24 for your stealths.
I like to perceive.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a perception.
Yeah, Dorian's looking for a tactical position where they can stay out of sight, but close enough where they can hop in when this inevitably goes terribly.
21. Do I see a good opening, or do I see guards stationed?
Yeah,
pretty
so
well around?
as you're approaching here now, stealthily, you can see, like, through the clearing of some trees, you can see some tents, and you can definitely make out where the general camp is. You do spot 4 guards kind of positioned in, like, a half circle. They're not near each other. They're kind of, like, widely spread out, clearly kind of acting as scouts for the camp. They're not doing a very good job of hiding, not like the people in the trees, but...
We need to avoid them. She's just going to motion silently to Dorian that we need to step around.
He'll nod.
Okay. A note that I should mention here. This is a good time to mention this. Now, I like to play my games here. We did this once last season. I thought it was super fun. If we're ever in a stealth sort situation like this, any kind of like minion type creature is going to have 1 hit point as long as they are attacked silently with a melee attack. So I'm going to put that like in play right here since you 2 are sneaking around, and in case you guys want to utilize that at all.
How many were there?
4.
4. Can we wait for them to go by, attack the 2 in the back, and then the 2 in the front?
Yeah, so you wanna kind of sit and watch for a while and try to get a patrol type of deal.
She's going to try to convey this to Dorian in his small brain.
He's gonna just like signal random things back.
It's complete nonsense.
We're going to take them 2 at a time. Okay.
If we have to.
Less orcs. Well, wait a minute. No. But she doesn't want to do that because they each have ferocity, you evil, evil man.
If they're caught off guard, they cannot use their reactions.
Okay. That helps. She does motion to, like, that's what they should do.
If you think so, but let's be honest, we're not supposed to be making a commotion. You're the one that told me to be quiet.
This isn't making a commotion. We're just doing this to kill people. We're killing people.
As you guys are bickering for like a couple minutes, you notice they're actually not moving or patrolling. They are just staying stationary. At least they have been for the last couple minutes.
And you said they're all like pretty close to each other?
No, they're pretty wide spread out. Looks like
Okay.
they're making like a wide half circle kind of around the camp entrance.
But like within eye contact of each other, like they would
Yeah,
notice if
like-
one of them just randomly, dropped.
Possibly. I mean, there's like some cover through like the forest. So I mean, they wouldn't like necessarily automatically notice, but they could. They have like very obscure line of sight on each other.
Still think we could do this.
What if we just go for one? Why do we have to take them all out?
Do you want to alert 3 of them to us and just have 1 dead?
Fine. But if this goes wrong, this is your fault.
It is simple math, Dorian.
Are we starting from either side and going to the middle?
Yes.
I'm just making sure this is your plan. I don't know why I have to do my part of it. Left or right? Which one do you want?
She's going to just walk off to the other, or sneak off to the other side.
Okay. And
Just
Dorian's
in
gonna go
case.
the other way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so chat, we don't have a map open for this right now. This is all head map time right now.
Theater of the
Um,
mind.
Yes.
Okay, she's going to motion to Dorian that they must do this at the same time.
Okay. So you guys are both trying to approach them simultaneously, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're approaching, you guys need to reroll your stealths because you're trying to approach a creature. So it's not going to be versus their perception DC. So go ahead and roll those for me.
Dorian got a 25.
Okay, Dorian got a 25.
Irina got an 11.
Arena got an 11. Okay, so Dorian, you approach yours undetected. Just the death stare from Katie. I love it. Yeah, go ahead and roll me whatever you're doing there, Dorian, and then we'll get to Arena in a minute.
Yeah, he'll pull out his rapier and just a nice little slash right through the heart. Quick. Some hopefully somewhat painless. I don't know.
Okay, make
Painless
me an
doesn't
attack
matter. 18.
roll. Okay, now you need to re-roll me a stealth.
Ah, of course. 15.
Okay, a 15. So, Irina, you can now go ahead and you can make me your attack. Like he spots you right as you're coming up behind him, so you get one chance for an attack here.
15.
Okay, 15 is going to hit. So you're able to kind of cut him down. He gives off like a shout though before he goes down. And we are going to now go over to Dora and Wizwazar. Okay, so going back to you guys, this orc you were discussing with earlier comes walking in with this very large Etten, and they're all just kind of grinning at the both of you. What is it that you wish from us? Yes, what is it that you wish from the chiefesses?
Wiz will remain silent and look at Dura. Like he's gonna let her take lead on this.
Okay.
We want to promote strength.
Yeah,
Wiz
yeah.
does not do that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Dura will stand at like her full height and like, kind of like flex a little bit. And she'll say, I presume you are the chiefesses, Zira and Yara.
You're feeling very confident here with this, Dora. as Erica started using her Patreon benefit to increase your blessing. Now, Erica actually has a moderate blessing from her Patreon, so that's going to increase yours straight up to a major, Tori.
Woo! Erica, I love you.
So, the major blessing for Torag. So the moderate, you get these all kind of stack onto each other. You get all of them. So in addition to gaining resistance 5 to all physical attacks, you can now do the reaction like Wizwazar can do, where you can use any item like shield block as a
Nice.
reaction without actually having to raise a shield first. And then the major portion that stacks on top of that is you gain a bonus reaction each round to exclusively use that mentioned reaction of raising an item to shield block.
Coolest
The item
ever.
used to block does not take any damage, but you can still only use that reaction once per round.
Okay, perfect.
So basically, you get to do that for free once per round. It does not take your other reaction.
Okay. Thank you, Erica. All the love.
That's our first major blessing of the season.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay. Yes. So Dora is oh, I guess I just asked them if
Yeah.
they were the chiefesses.
Of course we're the chieftesses. Yes, we are the chieftesses. What do you think we look like? They're going to step up and kind of tower over you guys and look down.
We are here to parley with you.
Yes, they say that you wish to parley with Absalom? We do not attack Absalom.
We are here as representatives of the Foresight faction.
Stop your deceit. We have no quarrel with the Foresight faction.
Quarrel or no, it is true. We are from the Foresight faction. And we
But-
have come to parley with you.
You wish to parley? Under whose authority? With who? We know that the Taldor military hired mercenaries. That must be you.
We think we can be of value to you, in fact.
Be of value to us. You wish to join?
Perhaps.
Well, if you wish to join the tribe, that's a different matter. Yes, you must be tested in combat.
I would
We do not
expect
take
nothing
weaklings.
less. We are not weaklings, I assure you. Well,
Then,
I
you
am
must
not a
prove it.
weakling, but I must have one condition. If I am accepted, so is my companion.
so you wish to challenge, to join the tribe.
Can I ask what the? Sorry, excuse me. He like stands in front.
Like pokes his head out from
Yeah.
behind.
Aye. So could I ask what the process for that is?
Yes, it's simple. Yes, simple indeed. If we do not turn you into a pool of blood, and we see you worthy, in a battle with us, you may join.
So it is against you.
Yes, everyone joins the tribe must not be turned into blood by us.
So
At least
you
until
are
we're
s-
done playing with you.
You are saying all of these orcs, and Dora looks around. All of these have beaten you?
They look around, all the orcs. They look a little bit nervous. Yes, every single one of them.
Can I try to sense motive, like on the group of orcs, if that seems like...
Yeah, it's a secret perception that I roll for.
Okay.
Is that something I could also do? Because he would be way red flagged
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. No, you feel like that is definitely not the case. These look like these don't even look like the most like
Yeah, I feel like even if you told me that I didn't feel that way, I would feel that way. Okay, Dora will like glance at Wiz skeptically. So that must make you a pretty weak leader if all of your people have beaten you before. Why do they follow you if this is true?
None of them beat us. We just don't kill them quickly. Yes, they go a few bouts with us until we decide we're done.
So what's the determination for winning? 3 rounds, 5 rounds?
Until we decide we're done. Prove yourself.
Based at your determination for how hearty we are as adversaries?
Yes, that is the science of it.
That's a very interesting science.
Yes,
So-
we are quite wise.
How many rounds
tell.
has this one been? And Dora will point to the guard next to her.
The guard kind of shuffles nervously. He lasted almost an hour. Yes, an hour, him. A strong warrior.
Can we sense motive again to see if that's
You feel like that's, based on your previous ones, you feel like that's definitely straight up a lie.
okay?
So which is better to join? The Flex tribe or the Crush tribe?
We have combined into one tribe.
What's the
The
name?
Flexing Crush tribe.
Flexing Cross Tribe. So we get access to the new tribe if we win or last long enough.
Yes, there is no winning, but you will if you don't turn into blood too quickly.
Aye, excuse my error there. Is there any type of ranking system that we would become part of by joining? Are there benefits? Do we get jackets?
Well, you will own Taldor with us eventually. Well, we will own Taldor, but you will be part of it under
a
the
great
new
benefit.
kingdom and not executed. Yes, you
Better
will be
benefit.
spared.
Don't you think, Dura? It's a good benefit.
Does the entire Foresight faction desire to join?
I do not know if I belong with these weaklings. And Dora will motion to the other kind of lesser orcs around her. I do not know if I am impressed by this tribe.
They look very angry and they're just kind of all glare. You hear some low growls.
By you, yes, and she's speaking to the Atin. I am very impressed, but I cannot believe you let these weaklings in this tribe.
Just because they can take a beating doesn't mean they can beat us as warriors. Yes, they just survive. Sometimes beat bags are all you need.
We've got another question. Sorry. So, what if we took on one of your beat bags and see if maybe we're even worthy against one of them? They look pretty weak, so I'm not quite sure that this is what we're wanting to do.
We can
Hold
weed
it.
out the weaklings for you.
Roll a diplomacy.
Can I possibly assist on
Uh-huh.
with that? Okay.
You can, yep.
I don't know
I
if
got-
I will assist.
I got a 20. Not
Okay.
natural, but just a 20.
Oh gosh, I hope I don't interfere. Okay, it's an 18.
Didn't interfere, but also didn't help.
Okay, so I got a 20.
You against our two best beat bags. I think these terms are agreeable.
That sounds super fair.
But this one will be to the death. Our best beat bags could use to be replaced anyways.
Aye, and the rules are no interference.
Yes, no interference.
I also would like to have an audience. Could we make it like a clan thing? Everybody comes, sits down, pays attention to the whatever's
Yes.
happening here.
Make a show of it. Yes! A spectacle.
So
These
2
terms
beat
are-
bags versus 2 Foresight faction.
First 2 Foresight beat bags, yes.
Thank you for correcting me. So and then what happens if we beat the 2 beat bags? Do we then proceed up to the next 2 beat bags? Perhaps the 2 beat bean bags?
They both kind of stare at you for a minute and like scratch one of their heads.
We want to prove how strong we are. To be
Just
honest.
fight the beat bags and,
And
then we will
then-
discuss.
Then what is after? No, I must know the terms. What
Then you
is after
join the
the
tribe.
feedbacks?
Oh, so we just get to join the tribe after the beat
Yes.
bags.
You can beat our best beat bags, you can join the tribe.
That sounds very fair. Would we then become the best beat bags?
Yes, what is the title we would hold?
Their
in
heads
the
look at
tribe?
each other. Yes, you would then become the Captain Beat Bags. Yes, high-ranking beat bags.
High-ranking feedbacks.
Let me compose myself and say that thank you, Kim, for the stars. We've got a moderate blessing for Dorian and Irina. So, Irina, this is going to be your first blessing, and it's going straight to moderate. So let's roll that up. Okay, so Irina, you're being blessed by a neutral deity today. And you're being blessed by Besmara, which is one of our more interesting deities. So, since this is going straight to moderate, basically this blessing won't actually happen until the end of the session. But at the end of the session, you're actually going to find since it's moderate, a moderate tiered treasure map. And this treasure map can be used during downtime to find some bonus loot for your guild. Now, if anybody is curious in boosting up the Besmara one, if we do get to the major Besmara one, this will actually add a special mission to the next job draft, which will be for some very high tier loot. So that's what you've got. And then Dorian, yours is increasing to moderate. You are on you're on Zonkathon, right?
Yep.
So Zonkathon's moderate. Now, in addition to your darkness business, is all of your spells and attacks against enemies cause persistent bleed damage equal to your level.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you very much, chat. And that's what we've got.
Thanks, Kim.
All right. Dora's done with the talking, although she did feel like that was very effective. And so she's grinning now and nods at Wiz and says, "Well, Sadiq, I do think we can take these beat bags."
I think so too. Let me get my soap out. I feel like Torag just thinks. I feel he says I need it. I feel it. And he pulls a bar of soap out of his bag, and just clutches it.
I
They stare
am
at
so
you for a minute.
happy with where this is going.
Captain Gru beatbag, go get the other top beatbag.
Don't forget,
Yes,
this
Chief.
is a spectacle.
Yes, everybody else gather. Okay, so all the orcs are going to kind of move around onto these, bleachers, seats, whatever we want to call these things. Now we must leave the scouts on duty. And she's just going to kind of step back over here off the side of the arena. These two are going to go, grab their seating. Yeah. This one's going to go grab his seating. And then, the other top beatbag, who's adorned pretty similarly to this gentleman, but in the other tribe's colors. Instead of red and black, he's got the skeletal hand on a black banner.
Chase, I have a question.
Huh?
With this whole shield block thing, my sword is two-handed.
Yeah,
So,
so
how does that
you can
work?
use it with any item, not a shield. So you can have your sword harden and use that to block.
Okay, and it won't affect the cutting ability of the sword.
Right, since you went all
Okay.
the way up to major, it's going to make it so it does not take any damage.
Oh,
it's
right.
Basically, reaction stops a hit for free every turn. It's very
Cool. Cool.
Would
Okay.
it ever turn back to normal metal?
It does. It turns to stone briefly and then kind of fades
Okay.
back to its normal metal. So,
Perfect.
all right, go ahead and situate how you guys want to be in the arena here.
Well, I don't want to go more than 30 feet away from Wiz.
Yeah.
I'll stand right there, I guess.
Yeah, I think I need to remain adjacent to you as much as possible, just for the blessing purposes.
Actually, I'm gonna stay right there because I'm gonna protect Wiz.
Okay, I think that's fine where we are then.
Okay. These two, ready their weapons here. And I should point out something noticeable about the Etten here. They have a flail in one hand that they were like on one side, I guess, and on the other side, they have a very fancy-looking, engraved, magical-looking axe. And then for these orcs here, they have big old great swords on their back, and they have bows on their back, and that's kind of what they're rocking here. So as you guys get situated and the orcs are getting set up, you guys are going to hear a shout off in the distance in Orcish. Die, intruders! All the orcs are going to kind of like stand up at attention and everything, and oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I go? Can I just start the battle? I
Yeah.
want to
While
try
they're
and distract
distracted?
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
go
want to
ahead.
go for it.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go to the other map here. And we're gonna jump back to Arena and Dorian.
Which currently Dorian is having the biggest of eye rolls. Just a massive eye roll.
Shut up.
So we're gonna use the same map here, but we're just gonna pretend you're somewhere else, with our powerful imaginations. So you guys were kind of separated here. There was two orcs left kind of towards the center. And you guys actually both got spotted here. So let's have you guys go ahead and roll initiative, Dorian and Arena. And here's the turn order. You guys want to add them there yourselves. Okay, what did you get, Dorian?
You know, I thought using the same character sheet would have put it on there, but it didn't. So,
That's okay. Hey, there you go. You got it. 25.
well, the first one was a 21, so
That's okay. You got a 25.
perfect.
Got a 21.
Okay, and you've got a 21. What do these orcs have? These orcs have got a 20. Okay. Okay. So we have got Dorian. You're up first.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no. Dorian is gonna run over there with his 30-foot speed. Can I not grab him? Hello?
Do you not have control of Dorian?
I'm gonna refresh the page. Hold on.
Okay.
Dorian does what he wants. All right. Let's see here. Hey. Perfect. I cut this guy off. Does he look like he has any weapons out currently?
He does. Yeah, they drew weapons when they saw you. They drew some of those knuckle daggers.
Ah, of course. Of course they did. No, he's going to try and disarm Mr. Knuckle Dagger here.
Okay.
You know what? No, I changed my mind. He's actually going to try and grapple
Okay.
instead
Okay.
and try and hold him back.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Nat 1. It's time for crit
There
fail.
it is.
There it is. There's the moment everyone in the chat and here has been waiting for.
All right. Okay, so you are now off balance. You are trying to, grab him. He kind of tosses you to the side a little bit and like shoves you back. So you're gonna take a -2 to all of your attack actions until the end of your next turn.
Oh, cool.
You're just feeling in panache at the moment.
He was too busy smirking at Irina to pay attention. Last action
on
he's
the
going
orc.
to. Last action he's going to do dueling parry.
Okay, Irina, you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. My question to you, DM, is: has it been 10 minutes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure, so we'll say yes.
Okay. It just matters for magic weapon.
We'll say no.
Okay.
It's been 9 minutes, obviously.
Obviously, it's been 9 minutes. Going to just, try to hit the thing while glaring at Dorian over there, being an idiot.
Didn't cause this. You did.
That's an 18.
That's going to hit.
Okay, let me roll the extra damage. So that's 10 damage in total.
Okay, yeah, so you go, run him through with your magic sword, scream, eyes red, he ferocities, just like the others have.
Yeah, of course. So she's going to shove the weapon in further, hopefully. With a 16.
Yeah, and then he just kind of like the scream fades to just a groan and he dies.
Cool.
Okay, that's Arena's turn. It's this one's turn.
Attack it properly now.
Okay, so he is not grappled. The affirmations are towards the villain, so he's going to attack you with this knuckle dagger here. 19 versus your armor class.
That misses.
Look at you being a, swashbuckler.
Yes, he
Okay,
might not be
he's-
able to grab.
Going again, and that one is going to be a 13.
He misses.
And that is not a critical miss, correct? Because you are a swashbuckler.
Oh, that is. No, that's not. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay. All right. He's going one more time. That one probably is a critical miss. That's like a 4.
Yes. Yep. And you're right. I will use the opportune riposte in response to his critical miss.
Okay, go ahead and
And
make your
attack.
strike against him.
Nice. 14.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Whew, 10 damage.
So you parry, and then the last one is just so off balance. Boom, you get him. He is going to use his ferocity and scream at you, and it's now your turn.
Ah, such bad breath. Dorian is going to try and disarm
Okay.
because never take the easy road.
Oh no.
A 23.
Yeah, you knock that out of his hand with a critical success.
Perfect. And then a confident finisher to boot.
Okay, you go to Panache, you exit Panache, and the confident finisher means you automatically at least deal 2 damage. But
Or a
you
nat
nat
20.
20'd, so how do you do it real fancy?
Oh, it's just 2 quick swipes and the head's gone.
Okay, nice. Very dexterous with a rapier.
That's
Okay.
more to your liking, Irina. Just
Well, his head's gone, so yes.
Now we're changing initiative, and let's have Wiz and Dora roll initiative.
All right.
I got a 10.
I got
Wiz got 10.
26.
That's fitting.
Okay, so Wizwazar got 10, Dora's got a 26, and the Orc is going to get a 15. Okay, did you want any hero points for initiative reroll here?
I'm good with mine.
I'm fine.
Okay, Dora, you're up first.
What should I do first? Maybe this thing called Rage.
Okay, is that how initiative starts, with Dora like raging out?
Yes,
What
that's
does rage
exactly.
look like for Dora?
Yeah, Dora, her eyes go like Storm from the X-Men. They just go all white. Like she blinks and then she opens them and they're all white.
And are you going positive or negative energy for your rage?
I think Glasha, my ancestor who is taking control, is feeling very angry. So I think I'm going negative this time.
Nice. Okay.
So my falchion starts kind of glowing. It almost looks like it's kind of smoking, with just this like weird like black light.
I like that.
And yeah, so I'm gonna rage, and
Okay.
then I will run toward the first guy, and hopefully strike at him.
Okay. Go ahead and make that strike.
16?
Okay, a 16 is going to miss.
Dang. All right, well, that is my turn.
Okay, rage, move, strike, and it is the orc's turn. So they are going to move up into a flanking position here. So you are now flat-footed. I believe. Do you have the barbarian thing yet, where you're not flat-footed?
I don't think I do yet.
Okay, cool. So this one that's in front here is going to let out a big bellowing roar, and he's going to do a war cry, which is going to buff both of them. And then they're both going to swing at you with their great swords.
Okay. Can
So
I
that-
shield block one of them?
You sure can. So this one, and you can see if it hits before that. This one is going to be a whopping 28.
Yeah, I'll shield block that one.
Okay, so yeah, this is going to be like a pretty nasty hit, and he brings this great sword towards you. When you put your weapon up in defense, it just encrusts with stone out of nowhere. You feel, kind of Torag's blessing over you, and it just completely deflects it.
Nice.
The other one is going to attack with his great sword, and that's going to be a 25 versus your
That-
own.
That will hit.
Okay, it's going to be 16. I don't know why it's marked as bludgeoning. It is slashing damage.
Okay, 16. So, and I take 5 resistance, right?
Yep.
So 11.
So 11 damage.
Okay.
Okay. That is them. Wiz, you're up.
All right, so Wiz is going to cast Lifelink, and it will be Dura that is the target of the spell.
Okay.
That is just one action, so now I will be taking some of the damage that Dura will be taking from here on out.
And she heals for a little bit when you cast that.
Yes,
as
it actually is, I believe, 1d4. So do you
well.
want
Dora,
her
did
to
you remember
roll?
your temporary hit points for raging?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll it up.
Do you want me to, or do you want her to?
Oh, you roll it.
Okay. Three.
Okay. You got 2 actions left.
So my other 2 actions, I'm going to use Forbidding Ward. It's a cantrip, and so Dora is going to. I'm going to select. I have to select a enemy and an ally, and so I'm going to select the one closest to me, the orc closest to me as the enemy, and then the ally is obviously going to be Dora. But she is going to get a +1 status bonus to armor class saving throws against the target enemy's attack, spells, and other effects. And it's a
Awesome.
sustain up to a minute, so I just have to sustain it every round. And those are my 3 actions.
Okay. Very awesome.
And then I say, as this is all happening, I say, "You'll not touch her again." And he's like, mad.
Okay. This one kind of turns and smirks at you and like looks a little bit smug. Dora, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to step around.
Okay. And they are both going to use attack of opportunity on you there as a reaction.
Oh, darn.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who are these orcs? These are orcs, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Lame.
Okay, that's going to be a 23 on the first one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You do have your reaction back if you would like to use.
Wait, can you remind? Sorry, I'm coming from 5e, but I didn't. I get opportunity attacked even if I just step around this one.
Yeah, so if you can do what's called a step, which is 1 action, you move 1 square and it doesn't trigger reactions. If you
Okay.
do any sort of movement, though, it will trigger it.
Okay.
If you roll acrobatics, it can prevent an opportunity attack, or is that just from? Am I remembering?
That's
wrong
just from
rules?
1e. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Bring it. Bring it,
Okay,
Chase.
would you like to use your reaction here on this one?
Do I? Oh, I guess.
It's your
yeah.
turn again, so you got it back.
Yeah, yeah. I'll use it.
So you
Orion
go
doesn't
plus
see this,
1?
right?
No,
Sorry.
you guys aren't there
Okay.
yet.
Blocked.
Okay, and then the second one's going to be a 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, that's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Less 3. 3 of that comes to me.
Oh,
I think lifelink is
so
It's what?
5. I
it's
think. isn't it?
5? And then I have 5. I have
Oh, it is.
resist 5 physical damage.
So
5.
actually, you take no damage, and Wizwazar takes 5.
Okay.
Okay.
So you feel like a sword hits you, but you see a cut open up on Wizwazar.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dora, like they've done this before, and Dora hates it every time that does this, but it's effective. All right. Now I'm gonna swing at this dude.
Okay.
Come on, roll better. 17?
17's going to hit.
Okay. There is 17 damage. I gotta add my. Oh, nope. I already factored in the additional damage, but it is negative, obviously.
Okay, yeah, so as your falchion cuts this one, it kind of leaves like this decaying skin as it cuts into his armor from that smoke kind of rolling around the wound.
Yeah. And I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Okay, and hopefully I will hit. Oh, I forgot to roll a number 2. I'm sorry, I'll do that right now.
Yeah, it was the same roll anyways.
Oh, look at that. Okay,
Okay.
19.
19's going to hit.
And it is forceful.
So that increases the damage by 1. Correct?
Well, now it does too because it's striking.
Oh, nice. Okay, very cool.
So 15 damage, I guess.
Yep, 15 more damage to the same one. Oh, and he uses op attack attacking you. Yep. So yeah, you cut him down here, and he just he falls over dead.
Ha!
A bunch of the orcs just start cheering. They don't even seem mad that it was their own person. They just like look like an excited bloodlust for battle.
Can I give some flavor, Chase?
Uh-huh.
Can
Yeah,
so I
please do.
think Dora like cuts this guy like across the neck, and like I think like blood spurts out on her. It gets on her face, and she's like under Glosh's influence right now. So she like licks some of the blood off her lip and just like smiles this like really like come at me smile at this other orc.
Nice. Very cool. Awesome. And then we have been notified that lifelink actually does 3d4 at 3rd level. So go ahead and roll 2 more d4 for me, Felicia.
Thank you. I was just going to remember for next time, but I appreciate it.
Okay. And then do you have any other actions left, Dora? I think that was all.
No,
3 for
yeah, that
you.
was all of it.
Okay. This one looks angry and is going to step up. You're topped off, Dora.
Cool.
He is going to do a war cry. He's going to shout, and then he's just going to step forward at you and attack.
And I've used my reaction, right?
You have, yep, used
Okay.
on the op attack here. But that is probably going to miss. That's a 17 versus your armor class.
Yeah. I spit in his face as
Okay.
I parry his attack off.
Yeah, he kind of roars back, and that's his turn. He battle cried, stepped, attacked. So it's your turn, Wiz.
Okay, so I'm going to sustain my forbidding ward. And then I will go ahead and... You're not really in any pain. Can I roll like an intimidate on the rest of the crowd? Is that one action to do that?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm just gonna, in Orcish, I'm just gonna basically scream and say how strong we are and how we're better than everybody, and that anyone who wants to be part of this tribe in any real way should line up to beat us, kind of thing. So I'll roll an intimidate. I'm not super good at it, but I feel like this is in character for him in this moment.
Okay, I like it.
Oh, I
Well-
got a 17.
Okay. Yeah, so you're kind of just like looking kind of fierce, shouting around. They pause for a little bit and they seem to love it. One of them starts shouting, "Yes, the small one! Yes!"
Aw, I can be their mascot. I am going to handily step away from this other orc here, trying to stay out of battle, but stay within 30 feet, and that'll be my 3 actions.
Okay. Awesome. Dora, it's your turn.
Rinse and repeat.
Okay.
I don't think that one's gonna hit. That is a 12.
Okay.
I've got-
A 12 is going to miss.
Yes, I will roll second attack.
Okay.
Ugh, these are horrible rolls. And third attack?
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe a 16?
Okay, a 16 is going to hit.
Ah, okay, at least I got one. Oh, I don't know why it's not rolling the damage on these. Do you mind if I use the damage from the first roll?
Oh, go for it.
Okay, so that'll be 23.
Okay.
Do I get forceful? Oh, okay, I just have to attack more than once. I don't have to hit more than once, right?
Uh-huh, yep, so that's
Okay,
the third
so
one.
so 25 damage.
Okay. All right, yeah, you cut him. He's looking real bad. And it is his turn. Also, I got one more clarification on lifelink. So heightened to 3rd level is takes 5 damage and 2d4 of healing. But you were topped off anyway, so it doesn't matter. But now we know for next time. Okay. It is his turn. He is going to war cry again. He just looks like blood crazy wanting to kill Dora here, and he's gonna attack.
I think we look the same then.
Right, you guys are just like in this crazy vicious duel. That's gonna be a 20 with the war cry and the villain affirmations.
But with the shield block, it's gonna be a suck on that, loser.
Nice, yeah. So you're just like, I imagine every time he put this sword up, it's like kind of this crackling shockwave as his sword hits stone. And then he's gonna make a second attack here. That is going to be a 27.
That'll hit.
Okay. Crit or just hit?
Just hit.
Okay, that's going to be 11 slashing damage. So that's actually going to be 1 damage to you and 5 to Wiz. Because
Sorry,
lifelink
Wiz.
is good. I imagine every time Dora's rage and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like, aw.
It's a very guilty relationship.
Helping the best way he knows how.
Okay. That's his turn. It's Wiz's turn now.
Okay, I'm going to sustain the whatever that spell was called, the forbidding ward again. So that +1 armor class and saving throws. And I am. Is this something? Because I realize now she actually killed the one that we had originally done that enemy on. So is this something I can just recast with this new enemy?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's still gonna. This is gonna be a 2 action to recast it. I should have done that last round. So
And that's
my bad.
Forbidding Ward, you said?
It's a cantrip, so.
Yep, you got it.
And
What does your
then
Forbidding Ward look like?
it's probably like a. She gets a little ring of grass growing around her feet, and so she just like the grass pulsates when she gets attacked by this
That's awesome.
this enemy. And then I'm gonna pull out a healing potion.
Okay, just have it ready to go.
Yeah, so I have a soap and a healing potion.
That's
I'm
2
ready.
very reasonable things to shield buff.
Looking very like bloody lip somehow,
Oh.
and that's my 3 actions.
Okay, we're taking a third try is the correct one. Lifelink takes 5 and heals for 3d4. I don't know, chat. I'll check next time it's applicable. I know it takes 5.
The one that is in roll 20, it says 5 and then 3d4, so I wasn't.
Okay, that's
sure.
probably
I
correct.
just pulled it
so.
from roll 20, so.
It's from the APG. It's newish, so it changed from the playtest. Okay, so after Wizrazar's turn, Dorian and Arena, you guys arrive to see cheering orcs up on like these seats, just watching Dora and Wizrazar fight this orc. You see a very large Etten just kind of calmly folding their arms watching the fight. They don't look very excited.
Not yet, they don't.
I'm going to add you guys to initiative, but it will be your turn arriving there, so that's going to be it. Do you guys have a preference on who gets added first, Dorian or Arena?
You know
Ladies
it's going to
first.
be Dorian. He's just going to push his way through.
Okay. All
I
right,
want to play.
so Dorian, you arrive. Arena, you arrive. We're going to put you guys in like that. And Dora, it's your turn.
Are we noticed?
It does not look like it at this point. Everybody's very focused on this fight happening.
Shall we sneak and get to where we can take out the Etten?
Seems reasonable.
Perfect.
How's
Yeah, he's
a-
gonna.
Oh, sorry, Dorian, go ahead.
It's not our turn yet, Dorian.
Oh, he's. What? My bad.
It's okay. We needed to coordinate on names before we started playing.
Right now, it's good. I like it.
Oh, you said Dora?
Yeah.
Oh, Dorian is really bad with names, and apparently Wade is too.
Oh, I
19
got it wrong again? Dang it.
No, you got
No,
it.
you got it right. I got it wrong
okay.
this time.
Okay.
19 gonna hit.
A 19 is going to hit. And
Okay,
with that
that's
22 damage,
22
you
damage.
cut right into him. It looks like this should be a fatal shot, but his eyes are going to flare red, and he's just going to scream at you with the blade.
Good. Good, I love it. I hope he does scream at me.
He did.
Oh.
Apparently, it was a little bit throwing you off balance because that's a nat 1. So let's draw a critical fail card. The melee weapon. Okay, so you now get a debuff called All or Nothing. You're taking a -1 on all your attack rolls for the rest of the session until you score a critical hit, and then that debuff goes away.
Oof. All right, well, I'll attack him again.
Okay,
So that is a 14 then.
14 is going to miss.
Okay.
Okay, it's his turn. He is going to battle cry again, and he's going to just, you two are in a smack fight. He's smacking back.
Mm-hmm.
16.
No. Get that weak sauce out of here.
21.
I will react to that one and block it.
Okay, that's his turn. Wiz, you're up.
All right. I am going to sustain my Forbidding Ward again. Same enemy, same ally. And I'm going to drink my healing potion.
Okay.
Which, because I cast my lifelink, that's my curse-bound spell. And so I
Uh-huh.
have the minor curse right now, so I take less healing from this. Is that 1 action to drink the potion?
It is, yep.
Okay, and the lesser does 1d8, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, so I get like 1 hit point back.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
Actually, it might even be less than that. Let me double check real quick here. So it's half my level. So would that round down to 1 or round up to 2?
It always rounds down unless specified otherwise.
Okay, so I get 1 hit point back.
Nice. Huge.
I'm shaking so bad. He just spills it all over his face. His soap is now like frothing from this
Oh.
liquid that's on it. He just is not great in combat, but does his best. And then I think that I'll ready an aid for Dura. So I'm just going to start shouting insults at this guy, this orc that she's fighting, so that when she goes to attack next, she gets a bonus for me, like, distracting him.
Awesome. So that'll be an intimidate for your assist.
Okay. So,
Okay.
and I roll that right now?
Use it as a reaction when that comes
As a
up.
reaction when it happens.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, Dorian, you're up.
Oh, it's my turn now. No, sorry. Let's see. Yeah, so Dorian's going to try and stealth underneath the bleachers. Can he get underneath the bleachers here? Are they tall enough to get underneath?
The bleachers? Yeah, they are.
Okay, so he's trying to make his way over to this area and like over here because there's less people the way to the inn.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and move yourself where you want to go. Count out those spaces.
Cool.
And are you trying to stealthily move?
Yes.
Because then you'll be moving at half speed.
Perfect. Should I roll my stealth?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was stealthy as a rock. I got a 15.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one move. 1,
It's
2.
2 moves, Wade.
Oh yeah, because I stealthed. Thank you.
Mhm. And then that'll be your movement right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, halfway.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you. Okay. Arena,
It
your
turns
turn.
back.
You guys don't actually notice them either.
Dora definitely doesn't
Um,
notice them.
3, 4, 5. If I walk over here, am I noticed?
You're just walking?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Cool.
Or you just casually kind of strolling through.
2, 3, 4, 5. Noticed?
Nope.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath here.
Okay. I should mention this is kind of like a wall around the area, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure that's clear. I thought it looked obvious enough, but yeah. All right. Dora, your turn.
All right, let's kill this fool. How's a 27? I mean, a
Hey.
26.
A 26 is the difference between it critting or not, so it did not
Oh,
crit, but it
darn.
hits.
How's a crispy 18 damage?
So you cut into him again, and he just screams again. He looks like he's being fueled by pure adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a reaction for ferocity.
Okay. And number 2. Darn. Nope. Number 3. Come on, Dora. I believe. No. Nope.
That's gonna
Nope.
miss. Okay. It is his turn. He is going to do the same thing. War cry, attack. First one is going to be a 27.
My action triggers. My
Oh
reaction.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
So you were aiding?
her armor class, is that right?
I was aiding her attack, actually.
Her attack,
next
okay.
Attack. I got
So-
a 15.
Okay, so it did not assist.
Okay.
He just seems so focused on Dora. Okay, how is a 27 versus your armor class?
That'll hit. Not a crit.
Okay, 8 damage unless you'd like to use your reaction.
Let's see. What did he roll? I will just let it hit me.
Okay, that's going to be 8. So that's actually going to be
So it's 3.
it's going to be no damage and 3 damage to Wizwazar. Okay, second attack for him is going to be a 17.
Nope.
Okay, that's his turn. Wiz, you're up.
Sorry, Wiz. Should have used my reaction.
Can I hold my turn? I know cinematically we don't know they're there, but I feel like he is like kind of freaking out and maybe doesn't know what to do. And so he like is freezing a little bit. So I think that he would be kind of off put by it not really doing anything.
Sure.
Okay, so I want to hold until after Irina.
Okay.
So I'll be right before Dura.
Sounds good. So this Etten just suddenly just snaps, and they're both going to scream in unison. Enough! We will not have a miniature beatbag as a captain. And they are going to take a turn now. I'm going to spend 3 villain points, and the Etten is going to become hasted.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
And they are, let's see. We're going to put 1 in initiative right now, and then I'm going to put 1 in initiative above Wizwazar. We'll spread them out like that. Okay, so the first one here is going to go running up to Wizwazar here.
No.
And it is going to try to strike him with the flail.
I've already used my reaction this turn, so I cannot use my soap.
That is a 31 with the villainous affirmations.
Definitely hits.
Go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay.
I'll use a hero point.
Okay, Dorian's using a hero point to make
Selflessly? What is this? This must be Wade, not Dorian.
No. If he comes back with that, one of you two dead, are you kidding me? That looks terrible on him.
Okay, so re-rolling. That is a 23 instead because
That still hits.
okay.
At least it's not a mega crit.
Yeah, it's not a crit, so.
That only
other
hits
one was
because
a-
of the affirmation, so thanks, chat, for the villainous overdrive.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, Chad. We still love you. It's okay.
Okay, that is going to be 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then because of the haste, it's going to go 1 more time for a second attack. And that's going to be a 26.
Yep, my AC.
Oh, sorry,
is
25.
15.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's a crit, isn't it?
That's a crit. Okay, that's a crit because of chat affirmation.
I'm gonna like.
Irina,
Trap's
wait,
gonna kill us.
Hold on. Irina is drawing rituals in the sand. Will you go ahead and re-roll that?
Just casually walks under there and starts drawing some rituals.
Yep.
Like that. Yeah, we'll re-roll that one. Okay. How about an 20 instead?
Not a crit, but
Okay.
it does definitely hit me. Anything's gonna hit me.
Okay, that's 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, that was a move, attack. That one is done. Dorian, it is your turn.
Dorian.
Felicia,
So-
you are remembering the 5 resistance for the physical damage, right?
No, I'm not.
Well,
you wanna
remember
block
it.
one of those
It's
as well?
important.
I don't have
Oh,
a
you
reaction.
used a reaction, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will, though, be 10 less damage than you took because you
Okay.
got twice.
Okay, so I would have been at 37, and then it was, you said 16, the last one, but it would have
Uh-huh.
actually been 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
The orcs in the crowd go silent and are just kind of looking a little bit shocked at what just happened.
Dorian's gonna give a quick side glance to Irina, and is gonna dart out from underneath the bleachers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And he's going to. What size is the Etten?
Large.
Oh, okay. He's going to try and disarm them of their mace. Their flail? Flail.
Okay. Going to disarm for the flail.
Oh, how about a 31?
31. Oh boy. Okay, 31 against their athletics. Sorry, looking for athletics. That is a success, not a critical success, which I believe on a disarm makes them take a -2 with that weapon next turn.
Yes. But I do have a feat that makes it till the end of my next turn.
Okay, nice. So they kind of losing their grip on it, but they've still got it held.
And I'll just bark out, "Ha! Don't touch the little one. I like him." And then I will do the dueling parry for my last stance.
Okay, sounds good. Also, thanks Kim for the stars. She's moving the affirmation bar back to 0, so no more buffs for the enemies.
There is balance in
Kim,
the universe
You are
restored.
my hero.
Okay, that is it for Dorian. Arena, it's your turn.
Should kick away the ritual she doodled in the dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she'll just move again. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, she's going to be right here. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, moving into position.
Yes.
Okay. It is now Dora's turn.
Did Wiz hold his turn? Did
Oh yeah, he
you
did,
wanted
right?
to hold
Yeah,
till
to
right
be
now?
right before Dura, yeah.
Okay, your turn, Wiz.
So I am going to use a 2-action heal on myself. So it should be let's see. It's 1d8 plus 8, right? For 2 actions.
That's correct.
Okay.
Also, Toby, thank you for the stars, has now moved the affirmation all the way to the hero side. So
Oh,
you guys add your +2s here as well.
thank you, Toby.
Thanks,
Yay.
Toby.
Okay, so I'm going to heal myself for 1d8 plus 8, and then I will also maintain. I know this is a manipulate, or it essentially could trigger an opportunity attack, correct?
Correct, it could, which you know that it does have because of your recall knowledge. You also know that they each get their own reactions, so it would be 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay, assuming that they do it.
Correct.
I don't have much of an option, and I have my soap and a reaction ready. so
Nice, okay.
doing what I can.
Yes, they are going to both use their reactions here.
Okay.
So let's roll that. So the flail is coming at you first.
Okay. Does
The other
my
one is-
my heal happens after the reactions happen, or does it happen?
Yes, happens afterward.
Okay.
And if
So
one of
if
them
I survive, I'll
crits,
get 10 hit
it's
points.
disrupted.
Okay.
Okay, so flail coming in first with a 34.
Oh my
Is that with the disarm? Would that? I mean,
Oh,
it's only
32.
2, but
That's still a crit. That's
every little
insane.
bit.
Would you like
I
to
need
use your
just
reaction
run
on
away. Yes.
Yeah, shield block.
Soap.
Destroy the
Yes, my
soap.
soap.
Okay, nice. And are you on? Do you have the major blessing? Or you have the moderate.
No, I
now,
just
right?
have the moderate.
Okay, so that is going to block it. The soap shatters into pieces,
My soul.
and you are going to take 26 damage.
Oh, that puts me at 0. Well, actually, it'll be 25, right? Because of my resistance.
Oh,
Or, I
right,
mean,
yep.
21.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be at 5 hit points.
Yep. And then that crit, that was a crit, correct?
It was.
So sadly, that disrupts your heal.
It does. So I won't get any hit points back.
Right.
So they've used, at least one of them has used their opportunity attack, and
Yeah,
the other one's
one's doing it right now.
doing it right now. Okay.
Yep.
So I will wait.
That is a 27.
That is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay, so that is going to be a 32 damage. Nope, sorry, 13 damage, but
Okay, so
8 damage because
8
of your
damage.
resistance.
Okay, I'll be at 0, so I will fall. Drag my body out, please.
Okay, so you're at 0 hit points and you're at dying 1. And you are at 3 hit points. If you would like, you can heroic recovery here, or you can heroic recovery on your next turn. That is an option.
Is there a benefit to doing it now?
If you do it now, it won't drop your life link. On the flip side, though, then if Dora gets hit, then you...
Then I would rather not do it. I
Okay.
would rather drop the life link.
Okay, so Wiz, you fall prone and go unconscious. Okay, Dora, you're up.
Okay. Dora wheels around. She could not care less about this orc and heads straight for this Etin.
Okay,
Falchion. Glistening with blood. And that guy, she's moving away. She's not stepping. So
okay.
If he's-
He is like snapped his gaze towards the Etin here, and he's not going to op attack you.
Okay. Okay, can I try? I don't know if this will work, but Dora, maybe not consciously, but she I think actually she like blinks for a second and it's like Dora's eyes, and then immediately like the white takes back over and she's running and she's just screaming at this Etten, and I want to use intimidating glare.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me and intimidate.
Come on. 25.
Okay, a 25.
Oh, wait, what is that?
27.
Plus 2? 27, yeah.
27 because the affirmations, which is exactly what you needed.
Yay, chat!
Nice. Thanks, chat.
Okay,
You guys
so it is frightened 1. And hey, fun thing I learned about frightened today, armor class is a DC, so it's going to minus its attack rolls, its saving throws, its DCs, its armor class. It's really good.
Yeah, maybe it's thinking it tangled with the wrong little gnome.
Okay, yeah, it kind of like both look taken aback a little bit at this wild look in your eyes.
Yes, wild indeed. And then I'm going to try and hit it. Am I flanking or do I have to be...
You are flanking.
Okay.
As long as it's a large creature, as long as you can draw a line through the
Okay.
token, you're good.
And that gives me a plus...
It gives them a
Or-
minus to their AC.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mhm.
Flat-footed. Okay, go Falchion, I choose you. 24.
Okay, a 24 versus its flat-footed feared AC is going to hit.
Okay. There's 12 damage. 12
Okay.
crispy ones, negative damage.
12 crispy negative damage. I like it. Okay. I've got that. And anything else for you? I think that's all 3 of your
Those
actions,
are all
right?
my actions, yeah.
Okay. All right. This guy still looks crazed here, and he is going to scream, "This is not your fight! Where is your honor?" And he's going to run up here. He's going to war cry, and he's going to attack the Etten.
Yes!
Okay.
Pure chaos.
Okay. That is going to hit due to it being flat-footed here, which is going to be, because of the war cry, 12 damage. He's also doing 12 crispy ones, just not negative. Okay, that's his turn. So it is now the Etten's turn. I'm going to go ahead and spend those final 3 villain points. And these are both going to scream in unison, kind of up at the air. Some drool goes flying. You almost feel like you can see their muscles kind of bulging and growing. They're going to use rage. And this one, which is the one that has the great axe. Oh, and this is a notable thing that I should point out here. Dora, when you hit this Etten, the axe that it was holding in its one hand had like a skull kind of around the hilt, kind of like where the hilt meets the blade.
Yeah.
That skull turned into look like your face. Then when this orc hit it, that shifted to look like his face.
Okay. I
And
want that.
it is going to attack this orc. That is going to hit. The orc is going to use ferocity, and then it's going to attack again. And that is going to hit, and it's just going to decapitate this orc. And that's its turn. No, it's not. They're hasted. It's going to make one more at Dora. The skull on the axe changes back to a skull. That's the wrong thing I just rolled. Ignore that one.
I mean, it could be a 19 if you want it to.
How about
I'm good with
how
it.
about a nat 1 instead?
How about a nat 1? I'll take that.
Okay. So that's the one I just drew for you. Let me go the next one down. Oh, that's not good for it. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6 here. I rolled 6. So it swings so angrily in its rage at Dora that its axe goes flying away. And its axe is going to go.
Dora
this
gets like
square
heart,
right there.
star, dollar signs in her eyes.
Okay, so its axe goes flying all the way over there to that square. And now it's done. Now it's the one with the flail. It is going to smack with the flail at Dora still. They're both focused on Dora here.
It's still at a -2.
That is a nat 20. And
how about a shield block?
the shield block? Okay, shield block will do it. Okay, so you put your sword. This thing's coming right for your face. You kind of get your sword up. The flail twists around it and cracks into the stone.
Can it be like this cool anime moment where like it's just like the perfect impact, like boom,
Yeah.
and everyone just like freezes for a second?
Right, yes. Then it's coming back for another attack. That is actually -5 there because I forgot to click the right one. So 22.
That will hit.
Okay. Any syndicate intervention there?
He's still at a -2 because of my disarm.
You're right.
Is it still frightened?
It
or
is
is
still
that-
fine. So that's a 23. 24.
Wait.
24.
Wait, he was at a 22.
It was 22.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's -5, so 22, that's a 19.
No, just
That's a
barely
miss?
under. Yes.
Nice! Look at all those debuffs.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Just kidding. No, it's a hit. I was factoring in Wiz's little
non-rage?
thing. Yeah,
Oh, Wiz's thing.
Yeah, I
okay.
wasn't able to sustain.
that's
that.
okay. That's okay.
Any,
into
any syndicate
unconsciousness.
intervention?
I can take
No.
it. I can take it.
Okay. 17 damage, -5, so 12 damage.
Psh.
And then it's going one more here. That is going to be a 17.
That will miss.
Okay. That's his turn. Dorian, you're up.
Hey, you killed your own. Whatever, you know what? And he's gonna attack. He's gonna use a confident finisher since he's in panache.
Okay.
Come on. 22. 24, sorry.
24 is going to hit.
Nice. A measly 13 damage.
13 ain't no measly. It all adds up.
And then for his second action, he's going to try and finish off the disarming the flail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh, nope, 16.
Yeah, 16 is not gonna get it. So you try to knock it out, and it kind of like realizes its grip is slipping, and it retightens its grip, and no longer taking that penalty.
Well, and he takes a step back awkwardly and gets into a dueling parry
Okay.
for his last action.
All right. The orcs here look like kind of confused for a second, and then they look angry when they see the Enten kill the other orc, and they start kind of roaring furiously. But none of them are intervening. They just seem like they're kind of cheering. Okay.
Idiot.
Irina.
Why don't
Irina,
you do something?
I'm going to shut it up. The dead body was here, yes?
Yes, it was.
I would like to animate dead.
Here it goes. Okay.
Why?
All right. So that body is going to make a saving throw per a house rule that we use to possibly have it buffed if you're using an actual corpse. So, where are you at, buddy? I need your.
We were at like peak chaos, like, you know, perfect level of chaos, and then Irina just like booped it just over the line.
She's
We needed
really
a good
at that.
booping.
Really
That was an
good at that.
11 will save.
I mean, how badly do you want it to fail? It's against my spell DC, yes?
Which is
It's 18, so it fails. Not critically, but...
okay. All right. So that means that you get a corpse with the elite adjustment. And what kind of undead are you raising here? Skeleton.
Yes.
Okay.
So you see the skin that just kind of slough away from this thing, and it raises up as this like midnight blue tinted skeleton with its weapon. And Irina's just going to point at the Etten.
Dorian looks over at I guess Wiz is unconscious at Dura and be like, man, these skeletons, they just don't know when, or these orcs, I mean, they just don't know when to stay down.
This is Irina controlling this. So I'm giving you control of that, Irina. The sheet should now be in your journal. Just remember, everything's +2 because it's elite. And that's 3 actions to cast that, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay.
And does it go in initiative?
It just acts after it acts
After.
on your initiative.
Okay.
Typically when you sustain it, but since you just cast it, you get to do it right now. And it's got 2
Oh.
actions.
All right, well, it is going to... It's going to use its scimitar on
Okay.
this thing.
And I'll readjust. Go ahead and roll that attack. I'll readjust the damage for it wielding a greatsword since it is.
That's great.
Okay, so the 14 is going to miss.
That stupid thing. Do it again.
Okay.
Get better. Or don't.
So it kind of clumsily stands up, and this like orcish skeleton just kind of starts swinging a greatsword around wildly. Felicia, would you like to try to recover, or do you want to do a heroic recovery for your 3 hero points here?
Probably heroic recovery is a good idea.
Okay.
Just to be alive.
Spending all 3, you stand up. You're at 1 hit point. You lose the dying and wounded condition.
Can I now run away?
Yeah, you have all 3 of your actions. You're good to go.
Okay.
At first, don't get off attacked.
Yeah, that's the goal. So, would I know that these have reach because they're large?
Definitely looks like it could reach you if you were 1 step back, but not 2.
Not to. And is there a withdraw action that I can not trigger an off attack?
You can step and then step, and that's about the best you can do.
And that's 2 actions.
2 actions.
Okay. I am going to step and then step.
Okay.
Let me get control of my character here. Okay, so I'll step behind Dura, and then I
Okay.
will step again back 1, just horizontally. And as my last action, I'm going to heal myself.
Do a
with
1 action
the-
heal.
Yeah, 1d8.
Are you at
And-
D12 yet from your curse?
No, I haven't cast lifelink or another of my focus spells, my curse bound spells twice, so
Okay.
I've only cast the 1.
Gotcha. Okay, Dora, it's your turn. You see
Can-
Wiz get up and flee. There's a skeleton next to you.
Ugh, I hate that so much. Can I intimidate this thing again, or is it now like
So it's immune to your intimidates now
Okay.
for pretty much the rest of the round.
Okay. No worries. I could not remember for sure. All right, well
Or the
then I'll
rest of the
just
combat, I should
swing
say.
at it.
Okay. Also, Wiz healed for 3 for chat.
I healed for 2 because of my curse.
Right. Which means you're at 3 hit points.
Oh my goodness. 19.
A 19. Did you add your +2 for chat information?
I did. Yes, I did. And they're flat-footed.
Versus they're flat-footed. That's gonna hit.
Yes.
Right on the money. So chat.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, Wade. All right. So that's 22 damage.
Okay. 22.
Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I'm not going to be able to kill this skeleton. Because I only do negative damage.
That's true. You would just heal it.
Yes, you would. Don't think Irina hasn't noticed what your blade looks like.
I think you can choose to do physical damage instead when you're in rage. You just don't get the bonus to it.
Okay.
Like the bonus damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, I'm going to attack again.
Okay. On the Etten.
Mm-hmm. That is an 18, so no.
That's a miss just barely.
And a no.
And a miss. Okay. All right. This war chief is out of initiative, so it's now the Etten's turn. So the one that just dropped its axe. Oh, that is so good that that's what happened for you guys. Is going to punch, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to roll this attack roll, but I'm going to adjust the damage for you appropriately. So that's going to be a 23 versus your AC, Dora.
Yeah, I'll shield block.
Okay. And the damage on this one is actually only 8. It's a fist coming at you.
Oh, well then I'll shield block the flail. So I'll let this one hit me.
Okay. So you get punched for 3 damage considering. And then it's going to attack you again with a 27.
All right, the fist again.
Fist again.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and this one is hitting you for 12 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's going one more. Wow, I'm rolling so high. That's a 25.
Another fist.
Another
It's punching
fist.
3 times.
Yep.
You don't have to tell me if this is too meta, but is the other head looking at me too?
The other head actually looks like it's turning towards Dorian.
All right, then I'll shield block this one.
Okay, so that would have been 14 damage, but you stopped that one with your sword. Okay, so the other one is going to swing at Dorian, coming at you with a flail. 27 versus your armor class.
Ouch. Yeah, no, that's going to hit.
Okay, that's going to be 20 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and did you hurt the Etten, Dorian?
I did, yes. So it should be taking 3 bleed damage.
Yes, so I'm going to roll that for the first Etten's turn. It stopped. Congratulations. Okay. And it's going to flail at you again. Maybe.
Roll 20.
How about a 12? How about a nat 1?
Perfect.
I need villain points, chat.
No, he does
Villain
not.
Points.
No, you don't.
me
Remember,
the
Wiz,
affirmations
he does
back.
not need villain points.
Oh, okay. Its turn ends and it is stunned 1 because it accidentally bonks itself in the face coming around on the backswing.
I'm going to take an opportune riposte as well.
That's beautiful.
How about a 26? 28, sorry.
28 flat-footed makes that a crit because of chat affirmation.
Chat. The real heroes.
Deadly D8.
21. Oh, yeah. My deadly D8. Where is that? My bad.
Yeah, it's got an extra D8 and on that, and then it's going to get 6 persistent bleed.
23.
Okay, 23 damage, and it's bleeding for 6. Okay. Dorian, it's now your actual turn. That was your end of round reaction.
Perfect. He is going to... let's go one more time with the disarm. Because
Okay.
panache would be nice.
Thank you
Let's-
for the villain point, chat.
Chat. A 30.
It's going to crit again. Settle down, sir.
No. Perfect. So that means they dropped a flail, correct?
Oh, you're disarming.
Yes.
That flail is gone.
Good.
Not gone, but they dropped it. So they now just
Perfect.
have fists.
And then with the panache, I'm going to go straight for my confident finisher.
Okay.
A 26.
A 26. Is that with the -5?
That is.
Awesome. That's going to hit.
Perfect. 20 damage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 20 damage.
All right.
Then my final action. He's gonna try and no. He's gonna go to dueling parry for his final action.
Okay, so he, does a fancy disarm, pokes it, and is ready to defend. Arena, it's your turn.
Yeah, she's going to upkeep her little skeleton there.
Okay.
It's
Gets
her
2
first
actions.
action.
Third time's the charm, I promise.
I want you to stop talking.
Do something and I will.
Your skeleton also gets the +2 from chat information, by the way. Did I just make the thing disappear?
You did.
You
that
did.
means we win.
No!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Here it is.
Well, it's going to roll an 11 and miss.
that is a miss.
And then it's going to still be bad and roll a 15 and miss.
A 15 is going to miss.
She's going
Wait,
to...
that's a 17. Because it's elite adjusted.
Right.
Which
17
is going
still
to
misses.
hit right on the money.
Alright, so it takes 6 slashing damage.
6 slashing damage, okay?
Yes.
It's looking real. They're looking real bad. They look like they're about to drop to a knee.
So, Irina's hands are going to glow with that same midnight blue energy. And she's going to use a 2-action harm, 2,
Okay. All right.
on them.
And what kind of DC is that? Also, Kim, thank you for the stars. Wiz, you got an overflowed affirmation hero point.
That I believe it's a no, it's probably a fort save.
I think
Doesn't
it's a
say
will,
on my
if I
thing.
recall. I'm gonna roll a will save. We're gonna see how that goes.
It's
How about a nat 1?
Anyway, yes, that is fine. You can
So
make
many
it a nat one.
ones. Okay, you get actually a crit card for that being a critical fail.
Great.
It is also stunned 1.
It's a basic fortitude save, though. I just looked it up.
Well, I rolled a 1. A 1's a 1's a 1.
All right. Well,
I was just gonna adjust it accordingly.
Fair enough. This is going to be double the damage.
Yep, go ahead and hit that roll critical damage for me.
18.
How do you do it?
So she's looking at Dorian in his stupid talking face of sitting, doing something, and she's going to cast this harm that's going to flow out, and you'll hear this whispering happen, and you'll hear a round kind of surround sound. With one hand, I give. And it's gonna like pull its life essence from it, and it just rots away down to a skeleton form.
I got chills. Nice one. Okay. Yeah, and it rots away, like you say, and collapses. All of the orcs stand up and cheer. And we're out of initiative here. The orcs are gonna start swarming and spitting on the corpse.
Are we out of initiative?
Did you want to do something here?
Dora can't. She's gonna attack the skeleton.
Oh yeah, go for it. You smash that thing to pieces.
In the meantime, Doran's going to battle medic himself and then go over to Wiz and battle medic him as well.
Everyone's like cheering and stuff, and Dora's just like wailing on the skeleton.
Are we potentially having this, or are you doing anything else? You've
Uh,
got a crowd gathering around you. They're
yeah,
spitting
that's
at the
true.
corpse.
I think.
Not danger that
She's-
matters for rage.
Yeah, she's gonna kill the skeleton, and then I think if none of the orcs, well, I guess how do the orcs react to her like continuing to rage out?
On the skeleton,
Hmm.
one of them joins in and starts smashing on the bones with you.
Okay. So after it dies again, she's gonna like she'll be gripping her sword, and she's like looking around, and really quickly and like menacingly at first, and then eventually kind of like her like fast breathing slows, and she blinks, and she has normal eyes again, and she immediately sheaths her sword and goes running toward Wiz, and drops to her knees, and like grabs him and is like, Sadiq, are you okay?
I'm alive. That was something else. I've never fought one of those before. I think it could smell my fear. It just saw me and was like, no. And I don't blame it.
It was a bully picking on the little ones. I am sorry I let you down. And she like hangs her head.
You didn't let me down, Dura. You never do. You're alive, and that's what I care about.
She'll
can't
kind of
believe
start
it.
crying, and she'll just like bring in Wiz for a hug.
I love you, but not in front of all these orcs. This doesn't look good.
One of
She
them's
said-
gonna step up and it's gonna grab Dora by the shoulder. It's gonna like pull her upright.
My bleeding shoulder.
Uh-huh. You fought well.
I do not need your compliments, but thank you.
That was a disgrace. Our clans have honor. Will you lead us on the warpath now?
Oh my gosh, you guys, Dora's gone. I'm gonna have to roll a new character because Dora's becoming a war chief now. She looks kind of confused. Why does there need to be a war pass?
Because we need Taldor.
For what? It is land. This is land. It is all land. It makes no difference.
They all kind of look around at each other. We want more land.
If that is all you desire, you will not get very far.
We'll take easier land.
think bigger, and she will like poke his head. You should seek out another way.
Well, we'll think on it then.
Perhaps I will come back to visit sometime.
Do we need to kill these ones? He'll kind of point around at Wiz and Arena now creeping in the background. And
Dora will instantly like put an arm across Wiz protectively. No, these are my friends,
oh,
and they fought just as bravely as I did.
so we don't attack Taldor?
No,
Very well. We need to tell the others to call off the assault. The two people that kind of brought you here in the first place will nod to him, and they're going to go heading off in separate directions. What now?
Dora will look at Wiz.
Party?
A
Yeah?
feast.
Hey,
Yes.
that's what we need food. That's what we need. And if you have any healing potions, would be wonderful.
They'll all cheer, and they'll go start pulling out food and getting out spits and cooking. They don't have any healing potions. One of them is going to take the axe and the bracers off of this Etten, and they're going to present them to Dora.
Sweet. Dora will accept them.
She didn't fight honorably. Neither of them did. You did. These are yours.
She'll just bow her head. Also, she gives Wiz a healing potion. She has one, a minor one.
Awesome.
Okay. So are you guys going to stay here and feast?
Heck yeah.
No.
Some of us might want to go let the Foresight faction know.
Perhaps you can take the griffins and come back.
Perhaps.
You deserve this feast just as much as us.
It's not a bad idea. Irina, fancy a fly?
Fine.
Here's the stone.
Well, I mean,
Don't
just tap
forget
it.
about
Just tap it with me. Actually,
Not here.
Need it to get back.
Not here. Go far away and then do it. I don't want to
okay.
cause any more issues.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Have fun with your feast.
Did the horses live?
You guys going back for the horses?
Yes.
Oh.
Asking him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or one of us can. If you guys
We
fly on
can
the
tow them back. Like,
back.
We could.
Yeah.
Are the griffins big enough to carry the horses in their claws? Would I know that?
You don't know that.
Cool.
It would probably not be the safest for the horses. You could probably assume that.
That's fair.
Why don't you guys just go and then come back, and then we can all ride the horses back after the feast?
Fair enough. Thank you for the stone. Irina, with
Aye.
me.
be safe.
Always.
Okay.
Dora kind of get like a little bit half glares at Irina as she walks away.
The other part of this, not my problem if you have one.
She doesn't say anything. She just gives her a look, and then we'll turn back.
As they're walking away, as Irina's walking away, Wiz looks at Dura and goes, "Now that's a woman," and just walks with Dura.
Nice. Okay, so you guys feast with the orcs. The other two of you are going back to report, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right, so we are at time here for the most part. You guys mentioned you wanted to go back and check out the stairs.
Yeah, I think that I would like to try to convince these orcs that this would be a task that they could do now that they're not gonna be trying to take over Taldor. So like get them to try to deal with the basilisk, and then I can try to dispel the statue.
Yeah.
So not necessarily in this moment, but
Is Dora present when you ask this request?
yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll diplomacy to +2.
All right, so that's actually going to be a 25 because of the +2.
Nice. Think it's also a +4.
Oh, and the
Nice.
additional, yeah,
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, they get excited about it and they go hunt it immediately.
awesome. And I make
Uh,
sure to tell them, don't touch the statue. That's for me.
Okay. Yeah, so they go, they hunt this basilisk. A couple turn to stone, but they overpower it pretty easily. And they give you the loot that they find, which is it's kind of a caved in sterile, but they find what looks to them like a plain bag, and they give it to you. It's a bag of holding level 1.
Yes, that's
Sweet.
amazing. That's awesome. And then could I try to dispel the stone? See
Uh-huh.
if it works.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and roll me a counteract check with a dispel magic.
Okay. How does that
Spell
work?
attack roll.
Spell attack roll.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's gonna be my +9. It doesn't look like I can click a button here, so I'll just do the roll +9. Oh, and then actually it'll be +11 because of the +2.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 14. I rolled a 3.
So 14, you cast that dispel magic, and the stone kind of fades a little bit, and then the whole thing just kind of crumbles into dust.
Ah, that didn't work.
It is okay, Sadiq. You tried.
Damn. I did what I could. So sorry. And he will kind of touch the stones that are crumbled around, and just like sit there for like a good 5 minutes and just like be quiet and calm and just think on it.
Dora will dig a grave.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you guys give a nice little burial.
I bought a shovel. I'm gonna use it for something.
Yeah, you might as well. Awesome. All right, so kind of an overhead here. So you guys go back, and then you ride back eventually, and you bring all the horses back, which did survive. You give a burial for this person. You guys get a bag of holding. When you get back, the captain is very impressed. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to take her out. I'll make sure I give good word to Grand Princess Stavian. Thank you for your help. And they'll give the full pay as expected.
Can I also tell the captain that these orc tribes might be more willing to talk about like other options besides just fighting?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll let them know kind of like they want more land, but like they might be more open to not just killing everything.
I'll present it to the military. We have no quarrel with them if they have no quarrel with us. Maybe we can work out some sort of agreement. Thank you for the diplomatic approach. It's something we wouldn't have been able to accomplish.
Hey, that was fun. We had a party.
Diplomatic.
Is that the name of this episode? The diplomatic approach.
Yeah!
Which involves killing everything.
Yeah, this session could have gone several different ways. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up there, guys. And we're going to go over loot and perks and finalizing stuff up here. So this is what you guys kind of came across here. 300 gold payout from the captain. She did pay that as promised. This is the items that you guys obtained. You gained a retribution axe, which is worth 60 gold pieces. It's a +1 grade axe, and if something hits you, the skull on the hilt of it changes to their face, and you basically get bonuses to attack and damage against that creature until it changes to somebody else. The bracers were bracers of missile deflection, which are worth 52 gold. They are bracers that you can wear. They give you a reaction to get +2 armor class against ranged attacks. You gained a bag of holding level 1, which is worth 75 gold pieces. And then you also were given a strange stone that you guys were also given from the Ettin's loot. This is a rare item called a jump stone. It's a consumable. You can basically throw this stone. It has a range increment of 20 feet. When you throw it, it explodes on impact and will teleport whoever threw it to that location. It's worth 20 gold pieces. And then you guys gained 10 gold's worth of salvage that the orcs let you take. So total gold is 310. I'm going to go over like the math with it after the stream, but basically what happens, you guys are now going to draft the loot back and forth. I believe the Foresight faction has the primary slot on this job. Is that correct? Awesome. So what piece of loot do you guys want to dibs first?
Do you have a preference, Tori?
The quick question from chat. Chase, the item that someone gave 1,000 stars, is that different from the loot?
It is. So
Okay.
that will actually, so Tori, you actually get a pick what item that is. You get, since this was a level 3 job, you can pick any level 3 permanent item of your choice or lower. It
Okay.
can even be uncommon or rare if you desire. And then Jason, I believe, was the one who donated that item. And Jason will make sure we call it and let her know what she picked once she does that.
Okay, cool. What do you have any feeling, Wiz, on I was thinking maybe the bracers
I think
or the
that-
bag of holding, either one of
those
those.
are the two that I was like, either of those. You're just more in combat, so I want to make sure you have everything you need if that's
Yeah. Chase, with something like a retribution axe, like, is there a way to get that? Is that a rune? Like, is that something I
It's
could
not
get
a rune,
onto
it's-
my sword? Okay, it's just
a
its own
unique
weapon.
item. So you
Got
can
it.
also add runes to it like normal.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna go with the bracers then.
Okay. All right. So you guys take the bracers of missile deflection. Syndicate, what do you guys want to take? There's a retribution axe, bag of holding, a jump stone, and that's it.
You're muted. It doesn't work that way if you can't even talk correctly.
Hey, you should be happy. You're always wanting me to be quiet.
True.
What are you feeling?
Well, do you want stuff?
Do you have feelings? I don't. I can't. I have no use for a great axe.
I have no use for you, but here we are.
So you want the great axe?
We're taking the bag of holding so we can put all of your crap in it that you continue to buy.
Only if you carry it.
We're taking the bag of holding.
Perfect.
Okay. Foresight faction. There is a jump stone and there is the retribution axe left.
How much was the axe worth again?
60.
the stone was only worth 20, so we should probably just take the
Yeah,
axe.
let's take the axe.
Okay. And that means Syndicate, right? You guys get the jump stone. And then the way this works now is I'm going to do this off stream so people don't have to watch me do math. But basically, I'm going to total the worth of those items. Whoever got less worth of items will get the difference made up in the actual coin. And then we split the coin that way. So you guys should end up with an equal cut of gold. If it's an odd number, then the primary slot gets the 1 extra gold. And that's how that works. And then you guys did also get a bonus perk on this session because you fought honorably until they didn't fight honorably. So you guys actually get to each guild, as you guys kind of feasted with them and spoke, they offered a favor to both guilds. So each one of you have one use of a favor from this orc tribe. They can either pillage for you once, and they will bring you back a batch of random loot. Or they will do 1 free expert scouting for you. No, sorry, master scouting for you.
Nice. Time to
Very
learn how to
cool.
speak Orcish.
Yeah,
All
you're welcome.
And that was it for the session, guys. You guys have anything else to add or anything before we wrap up?
Thanks so much, chat. You guys literally saved our bacon after
You
you
did.
put it in a lot of danger.
Yes.
Thanks for cooking the bacon and saving it. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it was perfect. That's the perfect cooking technique. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Players, you guys will level up to level 4. Next week, we have the Company of Honor and Contract Consortium again. They're going to be seeing if they can remove some pygmy harpies from a cathedral that's been taken over. And then we'll see these folks again in a couple of weeks, going into a flooding sea cave and trying to see what happened to a group of adventurers. So thanks for the interactions, guys. Thanks for the shares. We love you guys. The support is much appreciated. It makes the show very fun with all of your interactions. So we hope to see you next week, guys. Good night.